truth, yeah, ruthless truth. Get down, it could go bad for you. Hit like, comment, subscribe, you know what to do. Be cool, city lights shining so bright. Fine dining nights feels right. Flights to places far from sight. Get right, ruthless truth, yeah, ruthless truth. Get down, it could go bad for you. In the city where we move, stay cool. Underneath the neon glow, life is fast but take it slow. Every moment like a show. Let's go. Dancing through the night, we got energy flows we can't hide. Feel alive, we outside. Moments fleeting but we shine. In this rhythm we align. Time flies. Moments fleeting but we shine. In this rhythm we align. Time flies. Ruthless fleeting but we shine. In this rhythm we align. Time flies. Truth, yeah, ruthless truth. Get down, it could bad for you. In the city where we move, stay cool. Stay cool.
Hey, nobody bigger than the program.
Welcome to the show. Yeah, hit the like button. Subscribe if you're new. Thank you for coming. Yeah. I was listening to my boy Tommy. I don't know him personally, but I think Tommy, he has a pretty good, strong voice in this community setting on his spaces. And I just want to know, did Tommy Sotomayor go too far in saying every other woman are better than black women? What do I think about it? Let's look at the video and let's kind of navigate through this.
Feel sorry for anything that happens to black women when it comes to men, when it comes to the fathers of their children, because they purposely pick the worst dudes they could fucking find. Somebody tell me I'm lying. They purposely pick the worst dudes they can find. If you go up to them and you talk to them like you got some sense, they don't want that.
Welcome back to the channel, guys. Now, I came across this video. Now, tell me if you agree with in the comments down below. Tell me, do you agree with what he's saying, or if you completely disagree, or if you agree with some points or not? I'm a little stuck on some of it. I didn't finish the video, but I just started it, so let's just hop right into it.
The nicer you are to them hoes, the worse their response is. I'm telling you, I've walked up to some flat ass white bitches who were just beautiful. There's a fucking 10 in the face. Asked them for their phone number, tried to date them. They'll give you some nice response. They'll be real nice to you, though. What black bitches will do? They'll say something rude, say something out of line, get smart with you.
Well, Tommy, I don't know, man. I think I am a little different on this. I'm a little different. I ain't gonna say I'm different. I come at a different angle, because I do respect transparency more than deceitfulness. Just because black women are a little bit more forward or speaking their truth, okay. I mean, okay, cool. I'd rather a woman be honest than to deceive me. So we have to look at this.
Ignore you like you didn't say shit to them. Serious business. I've never had a white woman do that to me, ever. I've never had a white woman make me feel horrible when I try to speak to her. So y'all do all this shit to get attention just so you can be an asshole to people once you get it? Somebody tell me I'm lying. Black women do all this to try and get your attention just so they can be a dick once they get it. So you do all this shit to change yourself so you can be more appealing. Then when you get attention, you talk shit and run around and act like you the baddest bitch possible when everything on you, or 98% of the shit that's on you, is fake. Hair's fake, nails fake, makeup fake, eyelashes fake, eyebrows fake, body fake.
But I believe that's universal, Tommy. I see white girls with BBLs, fake lashes. Asian. I just don't see other women being better. Now, I do agree that black women may be a little bit more forward, but white girls are deceitful. Asian girls got to be, I don't know. I think women universally, when it comes to fake eyelashes and not being happy with their bodies, I think that's universal.
Hair fake. Everything on this bitch is fake. And she the worst, most vain motherfucker on earth. There isn't a more vain bitch than black women. Is it everybody? No, it's not. But there are way too many cases of black women just being insufferable. For what reason? And then they constantly want you to protect them. Feel bad for them. Fuck them. Black women will drop you like they dropped this woman off when the shit got bad, and they started it. That's what's messed up. They injected this woman, and they dropped this woman off, and they drove off with this woman's car. Now, bitch, you had enough money to get a BMW, but not enough to get a real BBL. And again, I ask y'all something. Y'all want me? This right here lets you know white women are way better than black women. Period.
Now that to me, Tommy, you're gaslighting, because I believe white women are just as worse. They're just white women might not be as vocal as black women, but they're just. I think they are craftier. I think white women are very. I believe white women are the devil too. I think you got to watch them more. They're just a little bit more well groomed in how to use the structure against you. Right? So instead of them calling you a motherfucker, they might lie on you. I think white women will lie on you, accusation on you quicker. Like they'll be like, oh, scream great quicker. I think white women are diabolical as well. So I'm not going to sit here and say that white women are better, because they have their history too. Right? That's almost like saying black fatigue. There's white fatigue, there's every type of fatigue, right? But to say that white women are better than black women, I think that's extreme, Tommy. But maybe that's Tommy's style to say it like that. But I believe all women are universally, they have mouths. They over Latina women aren't no better than black women. I think Latina women they're just as worse. I just can't see a Latina woman being better than a black woman. Anytime you're dealing with a woman, you're pretty much going to get the same thing when it comes to the emotional, and then you got mouths. That's universal, and I think there are some cases, but I don't think the other women are better than black women. I just don't think so. It's what your preference is, but for me to just sit here and just for Tommy to make that statement, I believe he needs to do a little bit more. I think he needs to do a little bit more research. I think he needs to maybe date more. So I don't know.
Matter of fact, this lets you know every other race of woman is better than black women. This stat right here. Cut it out, put it on your video. Let the world know I said it. Every other race of woman on earth is better than black women, simply because of this. No other race of woman is getting thrown out of cars, left on sofas, missing all their damn limbs, because they're getting at-home ass surgeries. Black women supposedly have the biggest asses, the best bodies of all women on earth. So it should be other women dying like this. It should be a shit ton of Asian women dying like this. It should be a shit ton of flat back white women dying like this. But for some odd reason, the women who already have it, who are already born with it, are the ones dying from it. What would that hard-faced woman that you see on the screen, if she get a nice ass, what would she just look like? a hard-faced bitch with a nice ass. That's pretty much it. You said, why not do some squats? Why not do a lot of damn things? But they don't. Black women don't want to take the easy road. They don't want, excuse me, they don't want to take the hard road. They want to take the easy one. They don't want to build with a man. They want a man that already got, and it don't matter what all come with it, long as he already got. That's why they all chase the same nigga. It ain't different men fucking these hoes. It's the same men fucking different hoes.
I think that's universal, Tommy. I think that's universal. That's just, I mean, be white girls, Asian girls, Indian girls go to the concerts, at the basketball games, the football games. I mean, I think that's universal. I see a lot of Latino girls with BBLs, a lot of Asian women with BBLs. I see them all getting it. White girls too. The only thing I see different that white girls might be worse at will be they're just the loudest. That's all.
There's a lot of good men out here. They just don't want them. You should not feel sorry for anything that happens to black women when it comes to men, when it comes to the fathers of their children, because they purposely pick the worst dudes they could fucking find. Somebody tell me I'm lying. They purposely pick the worst dudes they can find.
But once again, that's universal, Tommy. It ain't just black women liking rappers. It's white girls, Latinas, Indian girls. They like the bad guy. That's universal. Women like the bad guys. But I think we have to have the conversation about the psychology of why women like men who are deemed the worst men in society.
You go up to them and you talk to them like you got some sense. They don't want that. They don't want a man worth a damn. They don't want a man that's willing to be a father to their children, that want to be a husband to them. They don't want that guy.
So this is where we have to break down the psychology of the woman. Because I truly believe, once again, right, this is universal. Women are enslaved to their emotions and the way they feel. Right? I believe that's universal. And it's just that, and I believe that all women are divorcing their husbands. All women are divorcing the people that they were married because they feel differently about that person than they did before. Or maybe some of them married for the money, or maybe some of them married with ill intentions. But women, to me, are divorcing at every color, at every creed. And I believe all the houses who are making all the marriages that are succeeding, or I would say are in standing, is happy wife, happy life. Whether you're white, Asian, black, Indian, Latino, you are happy wife and happy life. And I believe all women are tied to their emotions and the way they feel. So therefore, they are the most easiest to leave. And for them to stay, I believe all men have to cater to them. I have to cater to those emotions. What's up, little ADS? Who can check me, boo? But yeah, I believe that women are emotionally imbalanced, emotionally unstable, universally. So for him saying that black women pick the worst dudes, right? What do you mean by that, though? Because black women, they don't marry gangsters. Now, would they have sex with a gangster? Would they have a romantic episode with a gangster dude? Yeah. But that's every woman. That's everyone. I believe all women will try it out with a gangster, but doesn't mean they're going to marry them. I don't think most black women marry gangsters. I still think most black women marry guys who are, accountants, lawyers, stuff like that, right? Like Michelle Obama's, right? Welcome to the show. We have my boy. Where's my thing? Did I erase that? Okay, I think I erased it accidentally. But yeah, I believe black women are universally the same as other women. When it comes to, here's the whole thing.
Yeah, what up,
Welcome
Rufus?
to the show, ADS.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Good to see you, Mr. True.
How you doing?
So good. You were wrong about one thing.
Huh?
Most black women, you were right, and you were kind of wrong about one thing.
That what?
Most black women don't marry gangsters because most black women don't get married at all.
Okay, I'll give you that. But yeah. But Tommy made an excursion statement, though, right? I agree with you.
Please elaborate.
And they divorced black women divorced the most. We understand that. But what he said is, Tommy said that black women pick the worst guys, and I'm saying that's universal. All women between 18 and 25, they're enamored or infatuated with the gangsters.
Which is understandable at that point, right? But the difference is, just like everything else with the black culture, most people grow out of it, right? Most women, they'll say, okay, at the age 25, 26, I really want something serious. I want something long term, right? I want something that's going to work. So
Yeah.
that bad boy thing kind of slides to the side, and they tend to choose, more, how do you say, more profitable, more successful suitors, right? Guys who got something going for them, maybe a job, maybe a career, maybe college, maybe something of that nature, because they're looking for somebody they can build with long term, get a house with, get a kid, get their American dream built with. Whereas black women stay stuck in that mode till 35, which is a whole decade later. I think that's the major difference.
But the thing about it is, all women universally love, are enamored with, are attracted to the bad guy for short-term gratification. And we understand that what women like to do when they meet men, they like to conquer men. That's what women do when they want to meet men. They want to conquer them. And the gangster guys are untamable. They can't tame them. So they're like, you know what? Let me go another route. Let me find somebody else who's a little bit more easier to tame, right?
Find somebody who is a little bit more copacetic.
More tameable. No, more tameable.
Yeah. You can use that too. That's a good word. So
You know
somebody
what I mean?
that they mesh with better, right? Somebody knows they mesh
No,
better.
no. Actually, the next guy they're getting, they're settling for. They're settling for that. They don't. This is the argument, right? Oh, well, that's why they be acting so bad, because they're really unhappy because they had to settle. No, the gangster guy who they really wanted, that's what they really, really attract to. But like you said, they just weren't tameable. So they had to settle. Most these women have to settle for the guy who was a little bit more tameable, right? This is why they're divorcing at the rate they're divorcing, right? They're still leaving the men
Not in every culture either.
But the university of divorce is universal, right? Women are leaving at every level of man, every race of man. They're not discriminating.
But not at the same levels, though. You can find examples of that across the board, of course, if you dig into it. But if you look at the numbers don't support the fact that white women are divorcing at the same rate as black women are. Asian women, damn for sure, aren't divorcing at the same rate black women are. And Latino women aren't divorcing in America, at least American Latino women aren't divorcing at the same rate.
And I got an answer for that. And I know why that is. See, that's the most important part. Why aren't the white men and Asian men getting divorced like the black men? Why aren't Latino men, they get left too, right? Because the Latino man and the white man is there. Most of them are simps and betas, and they're giving in. They literally, all of them give the keys to their women, their wives. Here, drive this car, baby. Your world. That's what the happy wife, happy life thing actually generated from them. The Asian men been getting crushed. They get dog walked severely. You know that the theory with Asian women is to take all of their Asian men money so he don't cheat, right? And white girls been running their homes. So once again, that's why they don't get divorced the most, because they bow down the most, right? They let her have her way the most.
Now, Rufus, I have a question for you then.
But last thing, but they're still getting left though.
Okay, I have a question.
So I'm not last thing. I'm not saying the rate, the amount. The point is, white women are divorcing, Asian women are divorcing, black women maybe more. But the point is, it's still women are still leading the charge. Go ahead.
I was going to say, I almost forgot my thought, brother. Let me see what I was going to say here. Oh yeah. So okay. So what are we rebelling against? It if they just want the money, that's all they want is the money. You can have the money as long as I get the kid, the house. You know what I'm saying? As long as I get you that kid, you know what I'm saying, get those babies, right? I'm good to go. You know what I'm saying? You can have that money. I'm not as crazy about the money as most people would think I am. I've always made money. But I haven't always kept it broad. That's the difference, right? So the money factor to me, if it's all she wants is the money, I'm good with that. You know what I'm saying? I ain't sweating that shit. Versus, saying you get a wife, you get a kid, you get you get the house. And yeah, eventually you might get divorced, but you got all this other stuff included. So it's totally different right on that end. At least you
Yeah.
have something to show for it versus, saying the single guy who's just out here spending money on women and, saying at the end of the day, once that crashes out, has nothing to show for it.
So once again, right now we're a comparison, right? Who got the better outcome? Now that's a whole other conversation, ADS. You just said that doesn't mean nothing, right? But in this conversation, what I am saying is this, right? Tommy made a excursion statement. Let me play a video a little bit so we can get on topic, because he introduced a whole other thing.
They don't want that guy that's willing to stay at home all night, not the one that's at the club all night. They don't want that guy.
Stop it one more time. Stop one more time.
They come.
Well, that's that.
But you got to admit, though, who's getting the better results?
It doesn't. No, that's not the point of this conversation, though. It's about the women.
Okay.
You're not here now. You're gonna have another show about who gets the better results. That's a whole nother conversation, right? That's a change. That's a whole different. Well, let's hear what Tommy, the excursions he made here. And I just want to. This is what I'm against.
What would that hard faced woman that you see on the screen, if she get a nice ass, what would she just look like? A hard faced bitch with a nice ass. That's pretty much it. You said, why not do some squats? Why not do a lot of damn things? But they don't. Black women don't want to take the easy road. They don't want to take the hard road. They want to take the easy one. They don't want to build with a man. They want a man that already got, and it don't matter what all come with it, long as he already got. That's why they all chase the same nigga.
But that's universal, Tommy. I'm confused. That's universal. The white girls, the Asian girls, the Latina girls, the black girls, they all be at the basketball, football game chasing the NBA players. It ain't just one. It ain't just the black women chasing these top dogs.
It's about more or less who these women find contentment with at that point.
But no. But the point is that, but she's making a general statement saying that black women, but all women chase after the most elite people. What's up, King Spix? Well, I do agree with black women do that, but white women do it too. White women, see, only the difference is the white women are just more strategical. The Asian women follow more after the white women, and they're very strategical about how they gonna take from you, right? But they all have one goal one common goal. That is to get the most best provider to serve them. All women are looking for the best provider to serve their needs.
Yes, Ruthless, yes. But this is a big difference that I think you got to put in here too. You've dated black women before, right? And you've dated black women before, right?
Mm-hmm.
I've dated white women, Latin women, and black women, some Asian. The big difference is that they'll put a time limit on how long they'll give you to progress to a certain stage. You know what I'm saying? Versus black women,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Like you were saying, they want you already. They're at that stage, right? The other groups of women will give you time to kind of progress to a certain stage if they take interest in you, right? They'll watch for you, kind of keep an eye on it, see how far you've gotten with certain things, set the objectives and stuff like that, and then from there they'll make a decision. Black women usually, it's statistic data, man. Tommy's right about that. That black women tend to date men with felons. And you know the most successful black men in the black community when it comes to in the 2025, the most successful men when it comes to dating in the black community. Do you know who that is?
Who?
The felon who comes from a single mother household. He is the most successful in 2025.
Well, I mean, well, okay, but now once again, this is not a conversation who does what more or who does what less. Now, if we want to, once again, if we want to have a conversation about who does the most, that's a whole other conversation again, right? Who? Well, this woman, black women, they do this the most. Okay,
But that's the reason why you see.
hold on,
So,
hold on, ADS. Hold on, ADS.
okay,
What I am saying is, when it comes because you do something less and somebody else do something more, don't make you a better woman, a better person. Just because I steal 3 cars and you steal 1 car, don't make me a worse thief than you. Or you worse thief than me.
but
We
here's
both.
the catch. But here's the
We
catch
both.
and caveat to your example, though, Rufus.
But
If
we
I
are
steal
both.
one, if I steal 1 car and I go to jail for one time and say I'm not going to steal cars again, and you steal cars 3 times, and you go to jail for all 3 times, and you're still stealing cars, who's the smarter of the two?
You might be smarter, but you're still not better than me. That's the point, right? We both thieves. You just may not do it no more. I might continue a little bit longer, but we still both thieves, right? We still are looked at as felonies on our records, and both can have a criminal history. So you're not better than me. That's what Tommy's saying, right? And that's where I disagree with him strongly, right? I'm not. Once again, if you always want to have a conversation about who does what more, that's a whole other conversation, okay? But when we're talking about better than every other woman's better than black woman, that to me is a fallacy, right? I believe all women are users. I believe all women I believe all women are selfish. I believe all women are enslaved to their emotions. I
But
believe
not
all
to the
women.
same
I
degree.
believe
Not to the same degree. Not to the same
doesn't
degree.
matter. No, that's not what I'm talking about. Once again, ADS, you keep talking about to a degree. I'm just talking about universally, 100%, right? Women are unified on feminism, equality, rights over man, to be equal with men, to compete with men. This is universally done into the women. And this feminism, this ideology makes them think they're better than men or can compete with men. So that's universal, sir. That is not, not to the degree of black. No, if anything, the white woman is the one who is she passed down all the knowledge of this shit. And the other women agree with it and fell in line. Black women were not the co-founders of feminism. So we do have to understand, right? When we're talking about
No. That's not. Now, Rufus, I got a little bit of touch up on that one. I got a little touch up. Remember, white women didn't teach black women feminism. White men taught women feminism across the board. Charles Fourier created feminism back in 1864, a French philanthropist, right? Versus Margaret Singer, who came along in 1920, 30 something, or whatever happened, right? So white men have been teaching women feminism this whole time for an advantage against other men, because white men knew if they control those households from the inside, that they have less threats from the outside. That's the difference.
that's another conversation. We're not talking about who's a teacher and who. All we're saying is white women. They're a lot of black women and other women follow behind there because white women have been for many years before we got to now the standard of all women in America, right? And they're the one who were pushing feminism the most, and the other women admired that and followed behind that because they all agree with that. And I'm not saying white women are the worst. What I'm saying is women universally agree with feminism because they like their autonomy. They like the freedoms that make them feel that they can compete with the man. And this is where, you know, we are right now. But Tommy's making statements, excursions that black women, they're the worst because they wear BBLs and eyelashes. I done seen white girls with BBLs. I done seen Latina girls with BBLs. Asian on down. I mean, I'm confused. What country he live in? Everywhere I go, I see a gang of women with BBLs. It's not a gang of them, but a lot of women wear BBLs. And they're not just, in my opinion, black women aren't even the most. I think Latina women are. I see more of them at BBL. So
yeah, the Brazilian bloodlines came from Brazil. So yeah, that's the expectation, right?
Exactly. So like, I don't understand why Tommy's, maybe his personal vendetta with black people, maybe black women, maybe they're beefing. But for him to go and make these statements and these excursions are a fallacy.
Now, Rufus, I'm not sure about that as much.
It ain't different.
It sounds like he's spot on about a couple of things here. I mean, it's like the. I want you to think about something, Henry. Think about this, and then, you know, ain't nothing but 7 people watching you right now, brother. So I'm glad the numbers is up. Thank you, everybody who's out there, you know, from the audience. But some of the statistics that Pearly Things even called out were correct statistics.
But that's not the point, because Pearly Things was being disingenuous.
I mean, yeah, she was just using it as weapons, but at the same time, was it, in the words of Kevin Samuels, does it make it less true because it was weaponized?
No, it's not. Pearly Things wrong because she talking about black fatigue, that white people are tired of black people behavior. Is there police fatigue? Is there court system fatigue?
All fatigue.
Everybody, hold on, let me say this. Everybody has a fatigue. Everybody's got some type of fatigue. What's up, Truman? Long time no see.
Combative with everybody.
So let me
combative like this. You're too combative. Let your defenses down for a second and have a conversation.
So once again, right? We're saying what I'm saying is everybody has a fatigue about them. Every race.
What happened with the black fatigue thing? You're right. Back in 2020, there was a call out from a I forgot her name right now, top of my head, but she called out black fatigue, a black retard being oppressed, this, that, and the other, which was really pointing towards black women. And what the response was from white people was, we're tired of you too. So it sounds like we're tired of each other. Well, the women are tired of white people, and white people are tired of the women at this point. So it sounds like we're pretty, saying that they're tired of each other, right? That's what it comes down.
But it doesn't. We don't really give a fuck about the root. What we're saying is, women universally have adopted bad behaviors over the years, and they're displaying this on all racial platforms. Period. There is no. Well, there's some women. No, all women. White women are a little different. It's just how it looks is different. White women are more like snakes, right? They know how to use the system. They're more like, when they get you mad, you talk about them. Oh, I can say you grape me right now. Keep talking, right? White women know how to hold you hostage under the law. She knows that this system was a believe all women system. They're more methodical about their shit, right? They're way more diabolical. They make it look good, right? Black women are more loud. Okay, I'll give you that, but they all have the same results. They both want the same thing. They want control. They want to run the relationship. Period.
On that one, Ruthless, if you're talking about control of the relationship, that's always been a battle between men and women, regardless of race. That's just something that happens. It's just that with our particular culture, it's taken to the next level. That's the real difference.
No, it don't.
Ruthless. I've been involved with almost every type of woman except for Indian women at this point.
Me too.
And what I've seen is a difference in behavior when it comes to that. But that's more of a.
I done dated every Brazilian, Colombian, Mexican, Cuban, Puerto Rican, white, Asian, every Asian you can think about, Filipino, Cambodian, Chinese, Japanese. Come on, I could do all. I'm world renowned.
Now that is a flat out fib to say you've dated every type of Asian, Latin, and white woman.
I said, damn near. I dated all. Listen, I dated all of Latinas. All of Latinas from Mexico all the way down to motherfucking Guatemala, nigga, to all the way down to Venezuela, Puerto Rican. My ex-fiance was Puerto Rican, Dominican. We're going to keep going. Cuban, 3 Cubans. So I'm world now. But what I am saying, and then what I learned is all women inherently are selfish, and they're the same. They all want to control. They're insecure. They're all insecure about their bodies, the way they look. All of them. All of them. Now, what approaches they take are a little bit different. Maybe white women are just they're more strategical, right, about the planned attack, right? But Latinas are very impulsive. They're hot and cold, right? They're not to be trusted. I just don't think black women are the worst.
Men fucking these hoes is the same men fucking different hoes. There's a lot of good men out here. They just don't want them. You should not feel sorry for anything that happens to black women when it comes to men, when it comes to the fathers of their children, because they purposely pick the worst dudes they could fucking find. Somebody tell me I'm lying. They purposely pick the worst dudes they can find. If you go up to them and you talk to them like you got some sense, they don't want that. They don't want a man worth a damn. They don't want a man that's willing to be a father to their children, that want to be a husband to them. They don't want that guy. They don't want that guy that's willing to stay at home all night, not the one that's at the club all night. They don't want that guy. They constantly turn that guy down.
Well, Tommy, you're not. I do agree with that, but then context matters. So yes, from 18 to 25, yeah, of course. But when they typically universally women, when they get older, they take they settle more for the guy who's,
Ruthless, but there's a distinction.
I agree with that. Yes, we already agreed with that, me and you.
Yeah. There's a distinction there, though. But most women by the age of 25 grow out of that bad boy phase, and they're looking more for something long term and stable, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Something more comfortable, say in a long term setting. You say settling, I say more comfortable, because that's what it really comes down to for most women. Because it's hold on, Rufus, because I know you're gonna go. Because it's not out of destitute, it's out of just finding the best match and the best fit. With our women, they wait till they're 35, 36 years old before they start to really look for a long-term, steady, stable relationship. Before they start looking for someone to come in and kind of build with, right? So there's a big distinction there between the two, because one is being done, like you said, more out of comfort and setting, right? Looking for something long-term to build with, versus the other is being done out of destitute. Now they're 35, 36 years old. Now they got to make a move. There's a huge distinction between the two.
So let me share this video real quick, and we're going to walk this down. We're going to walk this down. What the hell is it going here for? We're going to walk this down.
I don't know what Ruthless now. I don't. What's going on here?
Let's walk this down.
Ruthless.
Feminism are angry women who think they're equal to men and want the same equal rights as men until it's time to be a woman.
So you feel like women are not equal to men?
No female and male species in nature are equal. No animal, no beast. So what make in the design of male and female were never to be equal. That's why our muscles, our shoulders are separated from you guys. So that's why we was never designed to be equal.
You feel like that triggers a lot of people when you say that?
Yeah. So if you want to be equal, go play NFL football.
I'm not doing
That's what I'm. Go let Ray Lewis. Let's go try to tackle Stephon Diggs. So I'm saying, so if you really think we equal, when it's time, when I hit you, let me hit you back, and the police not get involved as if it's mutual combative. If we're really equal, bitch, okay, let me hit you across your head, then like we do. Cause you say, if a little girl hit a little boy, hey, don't hit her back. I tell my son, go get that bitch back.
And then I'm gonna play that. So that's a good point. Him breaking down the biological aspect of it. He was told, I don't agree with a lot of his talk, but he's on point about that. Then I'm gonna go over here. Let me go over here, and because this is gonna simply it's just.
That's another example of what I was saying earlier. A single mom felon, Charleston White.
Yeah.
There you
So
go.
let me go right here. Here we go. Let me go to my Load it up. Load it up. And where's that? Where's my favorite video? Here we go. Damn.
Person. Watch this video. Let me know what you think. Let's go.
What are your thoughts on the following statement? Dating for women is like shopping, while dating for men is like a job interview that he's paying for.
Yeah.
Can you explain that?
We feel like they're runner-ups and contestants.
If women have an abundance of choices, would women ever enter an arrangement where they weren't knowingly in control?
No.
So if women are the choosers, how are men the leaders?
Good question.
Very good
How
question.
can men lead if it's by women's terms?
I have no clue.
Are men leading when they subject themselves to rejection at a woman's discretion?
No.
So then why do we say that men are leaders when women are in control?
We want you guys to lead while we're still in control.
So once again, right? So this, and I've showed this video, both of these videos to show you the overall ideology of women, right? And this way make all women, they're choosers.
Ruthless, you're killing your viewers. We're down to one viewer again, brother.
No, we're not.
You gotta stop this. Yeah, you got one person watching again.
We got four. We got four people. What do you see?
Okay.
Now we got one. Now we got two. We got two.
Because you do this kind of run around trying to make a point type of deal instead of sticking with the video. Tommy was on point. Go back to Tommy instead of this Ditsy, bro. This brother, wait, no, this brother ain't got no type of degree. She don't own anything. She's just a broad on the video, talking into a microphone. She's just a random person.
But
Get back to Tommy.
I'm going to get back to Tommy. But I'm making the point is that women are running the dating market and they're running the marriages, all universally. So to say black women are the worst women, that they get BBLs, they do all this. Women are universally doing all those things they want to do because they're in control.
Ruthless, I'm the only one watching your show. Get back to Tommy.
You see what I'm saying? They're all in control. So when we look at this, we listen. See, if they logged off because they heard the truth, then they can't handle the truth. That's just not my fault. But what I am saying is, black women are not the worst women. I believe women universally are divorcing their husbands, are leaving their relationships because they're looking for someone to serve them.
Race.
They're looking. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. That doesn't matter. If they're leaving, it doesn't matter. They're leaving.
Very hyperbolic.
No, it's not. Women are leaving. Women are complaining, and in the marriages that they are in, it's a hostile environment. It's a very, happy wife, happy life setting. There's only one way a marriage is going to last, man. Our relationship is going to last a long time. That is the man has to take a backseat to this woman's behaviors. He has to accept disrespect. He has to accept the disrespect because she is a quitter.
Okay, Rufus. At the end of the day, it's about what works and what doesn't work. Is it this way working for you or for us? It's not working. But so let's just be honest. If that way works, if the white man's way of happy wife, happy life works for him, and that gets him the family, the house, the kids, and all that stuff, the legacy that he wants, then guess what? He's doing it right because he's getting what he wants out of the deal. It's what I'm saying. Well, we got a bunch of people in our community, and Tommy's right, that end up marrying the worst of us. The worst of us get to procreate. Did you know that it's absolutely correct that the men with felonies have more kids than dudes who have clean records? Because
that's fine. That doesn't mean anything.
No, it's not. It's not fine. It's flipped upside down in the black community. That means you're just breeding more thugs. Because they're going to single more households. They're coming out these single more households even worse than that other generation was.
What would you say?
These new kids are far worse than we was when we were growing up because we keep breeding the same way. We haven't changed our mating habits. That's the reason why we're stuck.
That's in all races. White boys are deleting people at schools for no reason. But school shooters worse than ever before. So once again,
people marry felons at a whopping rate of 7%.
It doesn't matter.
They procreate with felons with a rate of like 7 or 8, really low rate, like at 12%, something like that, right? You know what percentage of children born in the black community have fathers that have felons or mothers that have records, almost 47%.
So what does that mean?
That means we're procreating with, you know what I'm saying? I mean, at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying, women are procreating with the wrong men.
Okay, so here's once again where I'm going to have to rebut your argument. And let me finish. Please let me finish what I got to say. No matter what, the numbers don't lie. The average black child, white or Asian, will end up the average. The minority of degeneracy is always the minority. There's never the majority. It's just going to be a minority of kids, right, that commit crime, have felonies, and going to have a criminal life. That's the minority. Now, and then there's always going to be a minority of rich people. That's always, the number's been made for thousands of years. And it's still the same way. Now, maybe the things they're doing now are a little bit more egregious than times before, but it's still a minority, right? So for you to say that, you know, the way it's because they're marrying felons, what does being a felon mean got to do with a child becoming disobedient? It has nothing to do with that, right? Because a felony can be an assault. Dude could have made you mad. You could have caught him sleep with your wife and you beat his ass. And now you got a felony on the record. That doesn't, or you could do DUI. You got a DUI, that's a felony. Felony is wide ranges of things. So what do you mean a felon, right? That doesn't mean you're a degenerate criminal. It could be you made a mistake, or it could have been emotional, whatever, right? So the bottom line is, though, still, even with that being said, let's take the degenerates of this community. They're still the minority. Most black people become average earners and live average lives. Single or double parent households, period. Period. So therefore, them women marrying and whatever, how they doing it, average Americans go on to be, you know, plumbers, electricians, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, post office, whatever. So I don't see why we go, that doesn't make no sense. Oh, well, who they marrying, who they having kids with.
This woman is 53 years old. Why doesn't she have a husband by now? Who are you trying to date?
Ruthless. We're not talking about felons here, right? We're not talking about marriage.
Whatever
we're
happened
about
to the
procreating too. Make sure we get the concept.
Well,
right?
most people, now let's get to marriage. Most people, when they marry, they're not marrying people who are degenerates. What are we talking about? Most women are not accepting that ring because we understand women control the access to marriage. We understand that. They get to pick who marries them. They got the right to refuse who they marry. So
okay, here we go. As of 2022, the percentage of black children created over the last decade have been with fathers with records or criminal records have been about, read through this. Yeah, there we go. 47%.
who cares? Doesn't matter.
It matters a lot. It matters a whole lot. What do you mean, Rufus? It matters a whole lot.
Most Americans, majority of Americans will always go on to be average. Period. Point
What
blank.
percentage? I'm going to ask the same question about white women. Hold on.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Right?
Just for context.
It doesn't matter. Most black people are average. And live average.
Most people are average. You're right about that.
So what are we talking? You're talking about the minority. So if you want to stick here, who has a bigger minority? Okay, black people might have a louder minority, a little bit bigger minority, but it's still the minority. So you're just putting one minority.
6% of white women procreate with felons. 6%.
Okay, but once again, right? Once again, you're talking about minority versus minority. Even though they might procreate with a felon, but still, most Americans go on to be average, 85%. So what does that matter? It's not like America is a whole 85% degenerates and everybody else is at minorities. No matter what. Homies in the hood, majority of them become average earners, average lives, average citizens. And some people come out of jail and then guess what? They stop doing crime. A lot of them move into
wait. Average. Let's call this out, Rufus, right here on the spot. The prison, what is it? What do they call it? The school to prison pipeline for black men. Actually, numbers went up last year. by a
Okay,
percent or two.
okay, but you gotta.
So you got felons mating with women, creating single mother households, creating more felons who are going to mate with more women. That's the dysfunction of the black community. Is
That
straight from
doesn't
the
matter because
it matters it matters a lot. It matters a whole lot.
Most black people are average. Most black people are going
Most
to be
black
average.
people. So you're saying that me who I've had to work my whole life to get to where I've had to work hard to get to where I'm at right now. Me, who stayed out of that type of environment, who hasn't done those things, is the same as the guy who's got 3 felonies, armed robbery, and don't have a job. And we're the same people. That's what you're saying. What I did means nothing because at the end of the day, guess what happens, Ruthless? You know what I'm saying? Guys like me, we get overlooked by black women. We do.
White women
they don't
too.
Want us.
White women.
Ruthless, my last 3 girlfriends have been white women because you know why? White women look for more security and stability in the man. They will measure that, not just your charm, your charisma, not just can you do a doo-wop, be-wop, hip hop. Do you know who Grandmaster? They don't give a shit about that.
Are you married?
If you're stable.
Are you married to them?
Ruthless.
Yes or no?
Yeah, Ruthless, I'm married. How about that? I am married. How about
that? Now you're lying.
There you go. Just to shut that shit up because I knew you were going to the highest level of contention to win the argument. I knew you were going to do that. You do this every time.
Here's the problem with your statement.
What's the problem?
You're objectively sharing your failed relationships and saying and quantifying that and saying that's white people give me a chance, even though all the results are the same. The results are what matter, nigga.
Ruthless, the results are not the same.
The results are the same. You're not with them.
So nothing that happens in between the two, actually not having and you getting someone, whatever happens in between doesn't matter. Only thing that matters if it's a quote unquote what you would call a successful relationship, right? That means you're still with them and you're married with 10 kids. Let's just keep it real, Rufus. That's so rare in the black community. That marriage lasts past 5 years. Do you know that only a third of people are married in the year 2025 in the black community?
That's okay, but that's
less than 25. No. Everybody's got to be married, happy to be successful in your eyes. Are you married, Rufus? Why aren't you? You're older than me, Rufus, by 5-6 years. Why aren't you married? It's because you're not getting a fair shot, and you won't say it. You're too busy.
That's not it.
Your knee, bending the knee, and not admitting the obvious truth. Keep going.
So what I'm saying is this, ADS. Marriage is not absolute. It's something that doesn't need to be a big number to have life go on. We still got a nation, right? The nation's still in existence. People still going to work. People still, the country's running. So I don't know why you keep trying to say, oh, marriage. Marriage is something for those who can do it, but marriage is not for everybody. We already come to that agreement, and this is including
the black community. Now marriage is not for 70% of the people, more than almost 70% of the people. It doesn't work for almost 70%.
So once again, right? You're acting. See, this is the problem with why men are losing this gender war. This is why women are winning. This is why women are running the show, because men are always relieving women of these accountability, right? As if the women aren't the problem in a lot of these failed or unhealthy. Now, what ADS has failed to recognize is there's a difference between having a marriage and a healthy marriage and an unhealthy marriage. And I believe 99.9% of all marriages are unhealthy situations. The happy wife, happy life is unhealthy at the end of the day. Even though, you might it might get you 5 more years, might buy you 8 more years, but it's unhealthy because now you have to be less than a man. You're getting emasculated. You're getting emasculated.
No. Which one is more unhealthy? An STI rate of almost
your kids divided. The house is divided.
60% of people have had STIs in the black community or worse. So is that healthy, Rufus? Jumping from bed to bed with instability, dysfunction. Is that what really works, Rufus? Is that the right thing to do to whore out?
So most white people are devil worshippers. Most white people are devil worshippers.
Most white people get married at one point.
Most white people are devil worshippers too.
Almost 60% of black people have never been married.
But that doesn't matter because most white people are devil worshippers.
Rufus, and that's why relationships don't last. They're unstable.
That's fine. That's the way races are supposed to be. That's what you don't understand. Relationships aren't.
Falls off. You got 5 kids you can't take care of out of wedlock. Your cock falls off. And then all of a sudden, then everything's all good. That's why black men die at 40-something years old. They can't control themselves long enough to be in a relationship.
Most humans are not built to last forever. I don't know where y'all get this from. That's just a facade in this world. Oh, forever. So when you get married, it's forever. Relationship, dude, it's not built to last forever because humans don't love unconditionally. And because humans do not learn unconditionally, love unconditionally, there's always going to be an exit strategy or X plan, right? Because why? People are imperfect. Ain't nobody perfect, right? So therefore, marriage is something you do to see how far you guys go, and then this shit ends. Either
when I talk to someone who's never been married, you know the first thing that comes to my mind? They're probably not good in relationships.
I've been in a lot of relationships.
They're probably not good in relationships. They're probably not very good with people.
I'm excellent.
Right?
You're actually wrong about that.
They can't get along with anyone long enough, saying to build anything with. It's all about the fuck and dump.
No. You're wrong. So once again, right?
That's what it comes down to. What else is it?
I've had.
If I'm with a chick for 5, 6, 7, 8 years, I got 3 babies by, and I won't marry it, and then something happens. Who feeds those kids? Now you got a single mother out here with 3 kids.
You gotta let me rebut. You gotta let me rebut. You're gonna make a statement. You gotta let me rebut. Okay. Just because I have fiancés. Okay, so I don't tell me what I am or what I am not. I am actually the epitome of a great boyfriend. I am an excellent boyfriend because I'm not insecure. I'm very level-headed. Very level-headed. It's very difficult for me to really yell, but I am assertive and I am very, I would say, vocal about my boundaries and my whatever I'm looking for.
Let me tell you why I think you're not good.
I don't want to mute you. I'm trying to finish because you made a statement. I am the epitome. I'm the one to get rid of. In all my relationships, I've gotten rid of my woman. My fiance I lost was to large amount of jail time. That was over 30 years ago, right? That was long. I had a long jail sentence. So they're just women. They're not running, right? Women are not coming to visit you in jail for a long time. They're leaving, right? That's standard, right? Unless she ugly and fat, they're leaving. And all my women, my ex-fiance was very beautiful, so I knew she wasn't going to last. That and then my other fiance, I just had to get rid of her. But my point is, like, I'm the one doing it. Most of the times, if I'm out not going to jail and I'm in a relationship, I have to get rid of the women because the reason why I've gotten rid of the women, like my last 4-year relationship, the reason why I got rid of her is because she was emotionally unstable. She was insecure. She was an alcoholic. She started becoming an alcoholic. She started being very combative. She started becoming worse and worse, and she became more selfish. And I said to myself, this is the type of woman that, why would I marry when she's unstable like this? It had nothing to do with me. It had everything to do with who she was. So I had to let it go. And since then, right, I've come to the conclusion that women are universally the same way. Now, some guys take on this load, right, and get married to these women, and the shit doesn't work out. Women are still divorcing them, or they're having unhealthy environments in their homes, and their marriages are lasting for 8 to 10 years. So that doesn't mean it's successful because they're together. A lot of for most people, fake it till you make it. But you don't think that's a vetting problem? The box was probably fired, which is why you stay. Vetting, come on, Kingpin. Vetting takes a process, right? Vetting doesn't happen overnight. Vetting takes years. Sometimes months, sometimes years, right? But there's how many people who vetted and they thought they vetted correctly and then got divorced in year 12, right? Everybody's getting divorced.
It's better than what we're seeing out here
right now. I'm not disputing. See, you always try to do that, ADS. You always try to say what's better. What I'm saying is, what I'm saying is, divorce marriages are not meant to last forever. Is what I'm saying. You can't. That's the problem I have with you. Is you act like marriage is. Oh, if you marry, you've hit the epitome of life. If she leaves your ass because she can't stand your ass, and she takes the kids and turn them against you, and then have a stab daddy calling and tell him talking shit to you, that is not something that's desirable to a lot of men. So you can't tell me, oh well, it's better to marry and get divorced. At least you have something nobody else had. When you're the same, you have the same results as a nigga who has a relationship, right? His girl broke up with him and left him for another nigga. So whether your wife left you for another nigga, oh well. Tom Brady, wife left him for a motherfucking another nigga. Yeah.
Tom Brady got 2 kids out of the deal. He's a multi-millionaire.
But that's humiliating.
I don't think he even gives a shit.
That's humiliating.
Ruthless.
Every
Whatever
man
that choice, that woman, I don't know. I don't know how.
No man is happy about that. No man is saying, hey, I'm so proud that we just had kids together. Oh, baby, I don't care you fucked the guy who's your who was my best friend for 5 years. Well, long as we had a kid, baby, yes, baby, we're so happy. Just long as they got some 2 kids. Nigga, ain't no man celebrating that shit.
Believe it or not, Ruthless, if you want more context, outside the black community, cheating is down to 12% amongst married couples, man. Well,
yeah,
I mean, not everybody's doing that. But even in the black community, the women cheat at 25%, the men cheat at 27%. That's still a third, right? That's not the whole black community. So, cheating to me is the least of my concerns at the end of the day. Because, let's be honest, most men aren't even getting to that point of getting cheated on. They don't have nobody at all. They're here watching TV for Christmas, eating damn frozen dinners.
But the point I'm making is all racial women do the same shit. Regardless of who got the lawyer saying, well, I'm just going with who does the least percentage. I'm trying to pick the women who they all do the same shit. It's the best who does what differently. Who does what differently. Right? That's what it comes down to. Some women don't cheat, but their mouths are right.
Most women don't cheat.
Right, and then guess what? Let me play this video for you. I'm glad you said that. I'm glad you said that. I'm glad you said it. Let me play this, my friend. You're going to like this video, ADS. Is it up here? Let me get to this. Let me show you. You talking about, you're right. Most women don't cheat. Where's she at? Where my girl at? Is it up here? Where's she at? I always miss her. Here it is, right here.
Ruthless, no video. We don't have no video.
Yeah. That's what I'm gonna do. I got you, ADS. I got you.
Clean vibes, Princess Treatment. I ain't have to fucking work. I ain't have to do nothing. I'm talking about lift a finger, but my mouth was bad, and I lost a good man. Like she said, I have to do nothing. Like everything about him was good.
So knowing that,
I'm taking that L, but I still have to.
So you working on it?
Because it's other good men.
So you working on it?
Huh?
You working on it?
That mouth. I'm working on my mouth because in my next relationship, I'm going to obey direct orders. I disobeyed every direct order, but I didn't cheat. And I thought I'm the perfect wife. I don't cheat. I don't go outside. I don't even get dolled up. But I'm in the house saying, fuck you, suck my dick. Fuck your mother. Oh, yeah. Fuck everybody in this motherfucker. Man, fuck the kids we got together type shit. That's how mad I get. I fucked up a whole marriage. I had the nigga that every bitch wanted.
The crazy thing is,
and I'm sitting here saying that because it eats me up every day.
Yeah. Shout out to you for taking
because now I have to work my ass off, and I ain't gonna lie, I'm an alpha at the end.
So she didn't cheat, but she made that nigga feel like he was weak.
That sounds like a kind of sensitive nigga there too. He sounds like he's a sensitive ass nigga, probably a single mother ass nigga.
Well, no, who you talking about?
Dude, she talking about?
She said she had a husband who take care of all her bills. She didn't have to work.
He's sensitive though. But he's so
that doesn't mean no. So she had a mouth on her. What was he gonna do, ADS? How was he gonna control her mouth?
Ignore it.
Tell me what you did, ADS. Slap shit.
Ignore. To me, your actions speak louder than your words ever will.
Wait a minute.
What I see you do
10 years.
versus what you say. What you say to me, I'll get over some mean words. I don't give a fuck about the mean words.
Okay. Once again, they're married 10 years, ADS.
which is still longer than. And then once again, you make my point, Rufus. You bring
No,
up
no, no,
black
that's
women
not
to
the
make
point.
my point.
That's not the point I'm making.
I'm so glad you did this, Rufus, because
No,
you made my
no,
point.
no, no, no,
Thank
no,
you,
no,
sir.
no.
Thank you.
Hey, just no. That is not a healthy relationship. That's not a healthy marriage.
What's a healthy marriage, Rufus?
A healthy marriage is when you both can conflict resolution together and be respectful to each other at all times. And
Okay.
and hold on, and stand and be able to raise a family respectfully.
There you go.
Now, if one of y'all is being disrespectful and the other one's ignoring the disrespect, because the more they try to check you about the disrespect, the more you say, who gonna check me, boo? Right? Who gonna check me, boo? Because you know why? Women talk the way they talk to men because they know they got 911 to back them. They know they got a stronger nigga than you. Matter of fact, they got a motherfucking army that'll come and fuck you up. If you put hands on them, if you try to check them any other way, even if you're being extra aggressive. She got brothers. She call her brother, she call her dad. Dad, he fucking threatening me. Da, 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 da. You know how many times
Why are you doing such things such barbaric and such hood, right? You doing it, you went about this thinking in a whole manner.
This is
because
all,
believe it or not, Rufus, that same woman, if that man really genuinely was concerned for her and really wanted to be with her, there's also counseling. Why didn't they go to some counseling instead of getting straight divorce?
Let me tell you, let me
Well,
that's another conversation.
why didn't they do some type of intervention? There's 1,000 different ways to disarm that mouth.
Let me
without taking physical action.
Let me answer the question. Because most women or some women have anger management issues. They're petty. So once their emotion, once again, this goes back to the point I was making earlier, ADS, that when women are they're enslaved to their emotions the way they feel. So that means they're very unstable. And anybody understands that emotions are fleeting. Happiness is fleeting. Sad is fleeting. So 1 minute you're mad, 1 minute you're happy, 1 minute you're sad, 1 minute you're depressed. So therefore, because women are hardwired emotionally, when they're triggered, when their emotions triggered, they lean into it more. I'm not saying men don't. I'm not saying don't get to it. I don't think men, but women are 10 times more invested, especially in the relationship dynamic. The women are the more emotional creatures in a relationship. So therefore, with that being said, when she's triggered, when her mouth is going off, she says she's an alpha female. She says she feels because she has a voice in this country, and she got a motherfucker behind her that'll come and kill you if need be. She's gonna talk her shit.
That's the major difference between being with a white woman and a black woman.
No.
White women will go with counseling.
No.
White woman will go ahead and take those extra steps to kind of fix that, right?
No.
Y'all let just go through the ringer. Y'all get mad, and y'all first instinct is to divorce each other. That's wild.
White women,
That's wild to me.
But this is white women, right? This is white women strategy. See, black women, yeah, they're loud like her. I give you that. But white women do this. Listen, is you gonna listen to me? You'll do what I say, or I'm gonna take everything you got. Of course, will give me the kids. I will get into your 401k account. I will destroy you. That's the difference between white women and black women. Black women might be like her, fuck you, woo, 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 woo. White women are gonna calculate they're calculated. Oh, you think you're gonna disrespect me? Oh, you think you're gonna check me?
In divorce court? That's my
point. That's my point. Is way black women do it and the way white women do it, they might look different, but it's the same attitude. White men are, listen, I talk to the white dudes at, boy, I go to sports bars. Heavy, right? And when I was working at ADS, I used to deal with a lot of clients, right? A lot of white clients in the really nice areas, like middle class. And you know what they used to tell me, ADS? I would say, sir, where would you like this and how would you like that? You know what he would tell me? Most of these white men, go talk to the boss. And I'm like, I'm thinking he's the boss. Here comes his wife. Hey, honey. Yeah, talk to the boss. Where she says goes. And then I ask her, so what do you want with this statue or whatever? And then she'll be like, oh, do this. White men are getting, so once again, because once you marry these women, especially white women, they're going to let you know, I got you by the balls, nigga. See, they're strategical. White women ain't loud like black women. I give you that. But they're more strategical. They're going to let you know you can't win. So you're gonna bow down to me, or I'm taking everything you got. And you're gonna send me a check every day till our kid gets out of high school. Take your pick. White boys just say, okay, and they bow down. Black men, we're happy wife and happy life in it too, but there's a little different variants of it, right? There's a little bit our variance of version of the happy wife. Happy life is more. We still have that pride, right? We still want to talk too much, or we just ignore them too much. And you know when you ignore women, that's worse, right? You know that, right? ADS.
Ignoring someone, even though women try to make it out to be abuse, they try to use that feminist ideology to say that's abuse. In reality, it's the more mature approach to take in that circumstance. Because if you said nothing wrong, you've done nothing wrong. That is the key caveat to that. If you said nothing, you didn't say anything wrong. That's all on her. Whatever she's feeling, that's all her versus you. So when you ignore someone, it's more for you, right? To make sure that you don't have a guilty conscience of saying something that was hurtful versus her. Whatever she says is her business. You know what I'm saying? That's on her. She has to live with that. You don't. What you say, you have to live with. So being silent in most cases is the best kind of, or ignoring them per se, is the best kind of approach to that. Because if you explode, white woman, black woman, Latin woman, Asian woman, them cops come, your ass is grass.
So I agree with you 100%, ADS. I agree with you 100%. But the point is the women go harder though. Once you get quiet, they're like, oh, so now you don't want to talk. Oh, now you're trying to ignore me. You're being disrespectful. That's what's coming next. It ain't like you ignoring and she's just gonna be like, oh, okay, he doesn't want to talk about it. I'll talk to him. No, it gets worse. These women are savage.
These OEM black women. Whatever happened to them? But these surgeries are for a young bitch. The young bitch trying to get a man, I understand, but these are old bitches.
And that's what Tommy doesn't understand. Women are not getting surgery for men. They're not getting surgeries to get men. They're getting surgeries because they hate themselves and they want themselves to look a certain type of way. That's why they're getting it. Then everything women do aren't for they got the men already. Women understand, I got these niggas already. I got
let me help you out, Rufus.
Yeah.
The vast majority of women under 30 aren't getting these surgeries. It's the women who are in their 30s and 40s and 50s who are getting these surgeries.
Right, because they're unhappy.
So that tells me that young women are content with the way they look versus older women are forcing themselves and fighting to stay young so they can keep this childish demeanor.
No, that's where you're wrong at. Younger women aren't getting as much because they can't afford it. But if they have the money, they would do it. Young women are getting BBLs too by the sugar daddies. Don't get it twisted. Every motherfucking day. They get young women are getting these BBLs, all this shit. If they get a sugar daddy, listen, my last ex, you know what she told me before we got in the relationship? She said, are you going to give me some tits? I said, because she asked me, how you think about my tits? I think they're perfect. And she just ignored me, said, are you going to buy me some tits eventually? I said, yeah. I just told her what she wanted. I'm not going to get them. We ended up breaking up. But I'm saying that she told me that. She made that clear. I don't like my breasts, and I want new breasts because I want new breasts. And it ain't because of men. She just didn't get them because she couldn't afford them. That's the only reason she didn't get them. And I wouldn't buy them. So once again, right? Women, it doesn't matter what age. Women are unhappy. Most women hate themselves. They hate the way they look. That's why they're the king. They buy trillions of tons of makeup. Because they're not happy with the way they look. They're not happy with their bodies. Right? They want more. They think, they compete with other women. I want that look right there. And women will go buy that look. And they ain't doing it for the man. They're doing it for themselves. Women hate themselves. They hate the way women to spend all this money and don't even have it. Like they get braces. One little, maybe you'll be perfect. They don't care. They will spend $10,000 on the braces because to them, they want it the way they want it. Nose jobs. A lot of women get nose jobs. All of them damn near get lip jobs. Oh, let me get their lips blew up. I had to get rid of one girl. She kept crying about. She would wake up crying. What's wrong with you? I don't look beautiful. I hate the way I look. Da, da, da. Like, damn. And she was a bad bitch. I was like, I had to cut her off. Her name is Jasmine. We still keep in contact to this day. But I would never hell no. She wants to get in a relationship with me. I told her no. She asks me like every 3-4 months. And I keep giving her the same answer. Because I'm not going through no psychological breakdown like that. These women they hate themselves. Most women hate themselves. They don't like it. There's a few women that are happy with themselves. Few, but most of them, because what happens is when they go on Instagram, TikTok, and see other girls who they bodies think better, they want that shit. I want my shit like that.
But at a certain point in time, you'd think that these old women would just settle into being old. I'm not saying be old and decrepit, but I'm not telling you that you can't go to the gym. I'm not telling you you can't get your squat on. I'm not telling you you can't look good as a 53-year-old woman, because you can. Most of us would prefer it. But when you so lazy that you just haven't get, like, I've just been lazy as fuck. I'm not gonna go and get a Twilight Breaking Dawn stomach put in. Why would I do that?
I don't think Tommy realizes how hard it is to get a gym body. Number one, everybody don't have the genetics. That's number one. Most people don't have the genetics.
I'm 46 years old. I weigh $194. I work out damn near every day, brother. I look much younger than most people. It is the point that niggas won't get up and go to the gym. Y'all won't get up and go to the gym. Y'all won't do what y'all supposed to do.
There's a lot of women in the gym. A lot of women in the gym.
Whenever I go to the gym, Rufus, you know what I see? Lots of Latin women, lots of white women, Asian women, but I see about 4 or 5 black women in the gym out of about 40 women every day.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. I'll give you that.
But because they don't want
I see you. I see you, ADS. Show up and show out then, ADS.
They don't want to.
Okay.
And they don't even know why they get big. You know why black people get bigger than white people do? It's because we have more creatine extracted on muscles. That's why.
But I don't think you can go to the gym and do anything to your tits. If you don't got an ass, you just don't got an ass. I think you got to buy it.
But you can show slim down.
You can.
Put it this way. If you petite, it don't matter if you have an ass or not.
That's
true.
It don't matter. See, I agree with you, ADS. Us men, men are not demanding this from women.
No.
So it's not on us. Women are not doing it for us either, though. They're doing it because they're competing with other women. And also, they hate themselves. See, some women, no matter what they go to, they're not going to have no ass like Kim K. But they can show buy one and get close to it, right? So that's their mindset. They can't. There's some women, they go gym all they want to. They'll never have an ass like Kim K. They never have breasts like, you can't get your breasts like another woman's breasts if you go to the gym. Gym can slender down you, right, and tone. And in some cases, it can make your ass more fit. And it can get, if you already have the genetics, yeah, it can make it bigger and plump. You don't need no BBLs done. But most women don't have all those genetics, so they have to buy it. But I'm with you, ADS. Us men aren't demanding it because us men are not a monolith, right? Some men like their girls with flat ass, right? Some men like their girls a little plump. Some men like their women skinny, et cetera, et cetera. I mean, we all like different variations of what. Some men like their women old. Most women don't have to buy. It depends on what you're talking about, King's Picks. Breasts, you have to buy, right? You can't go to the gym and do anything to your breasts.
If you got little titties, if you got flapjacks, and you got a flat ass, if your ass is slim, petite, and shaped like you're supposed to be, men don't care. We really don't.
We don't care. Yeah, we don't care because we're not a model.
Yeah. Because you're in shape. That's just the way your genetics. We can live with genetics. But what we can't live with is your ass being obese, laying up in the bed, stinking the shit up, farting in bed every night because you can't control your gas, can't control your bowels, you're so damn big, stinking up the place, funky as hell, and up under me. That's what we
Yeah, right.
That's what we don't like.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. There's men. We're not a monolith. Somebody's going to pull up on you. Somebody's going to pull up on you. But here's the problem. Women don't really care about that. They're not doing it for us. Women don't give a fuck about. Women don't give a fuck about what we think. They don't. They do everything for themselves. Listen. I wish I could show you my girl. I'm talking to right now. She's Latina, bad bitch, but she keeps begging me about. I want a body, daddy. I want a body. I'm like, this what's wrong with your body? Your body cool right now. I know, but I want one. I just want one. I want my breast bigger. I want my ass to sit like this. I want this. I want that. And she goes to the gym every day. And she a top 3% in beauty, right? Beauty. And I just like argue with. We argue. I just stop arguing. I was like, you know what? I'm not gonna argue with you. But she wants it. These women want things because they are competing with IG models. They're competing with other women. They see something on another woman. Their body ain't built like that woman's body. No. King Picks. They're not doing it. No, they're not doing it. Let me see. They are doing all of this to get with NFL players and the women they follow on Instagram. No, they're not really doing it to get NFL players. You got to understand. Women think they're the prize.
Ruthless. Let's be honest. When it comes to a woman who's the age of, I would say I give her 20 to about 31, 32. Yeah, they are the prize when it comes to that, because that's the peak of their beauty. That's the peak of their attractiveness. That's the peak of who they're going to be, right? That's who they are. It's just when they get in their 30s and 40s and still maintain that same childish behavior, and then they didn't pick up weight. You got 2 or 3 kids. You got this whole thing going on with you, right? It's life. And then you have that same expectation you had in your 20s. That's the problem for a lot of black women. It's like they never got past that they never grew out of that and said, okay, what matters and what doesn't matter. What they've done is survive and then still make those same demands in hopes that they get a guy out of the group who is a baller, right? They still think they got enough to get a baller, to get this and get that. In reality, they don't. Those years are done for you. You know what I'm saying? That's over. So, right? You have to sell into who you are now, and a lot of black women don't want to admit that they are aging. They are getting old. The gray's coming in. Your body is what? Your womb don't make babies no more. They can't admit that to themselves. That's the problem.
Let me help you out, right? In your excursion. Women, you're not understanding women, ADS. And let me just give you a new 2026 look. Women at 44-year-old on podcast are talking about, on Kevin Samuels broke it out, right? They were, and these women were overweight, and Kevin Samuels was like, what kind of man you are? And she said 6 figures, 6 feet, all that stuff. And he was telling them, you don't qualify because you got to get in the gym. So women are delusional. That's what you got to understand. What's up, IB Rody? That's what you got to understand, ADS. Most women are delusional. So they think, regardless of whether they get a BBL or not, they're not getting the BBL and all the body enhancement so they can get a man, because women think they're better than men. They think men, they're looking for men to cater to them, right? They're chasing the rappers to bug break the rappers. They're not getting with the rappers to serve the rappers. That's why the relationships never work. That's why you see a lot of the rappers go up and get, they have all the groupie, but they don't marry the groupie girls because they see that the groupie girls want to try to bug break them, try to make them bow down to them. So that what they do, they go get a Beyonce, they go get a Cardi B, because they're trying to, find someone who is, I guess, a little bit more balanced. With them, they're working, obviously. But women think they're the prize, regardless of age. You got women delusional, had divorcing their husbands at 45 years old, talking about the next man he got to be a high earner. He got to be this, he got to be that. Women are coming for the throne. I don't know what us men are gauging here, right? That women, she's trying to fight. No, she got men. She's friend zoned. The average woman got 10 to 12 niggas in the friend zone. They got niggas in the friend zone. When even at 40 years old, they got niggas waiting to wife them up. The women have no problem with getting the nigga, and no matter what age, to marry them. It might fall off when they turn like 50 something, but from 18 to 40, women can get a husband. That's not the problem, right? They may not get the man they want. They might get the, the elite guy, but they can get a husband. That's not the problem. They don't. Women think that men are here to serve them, so they not look. You see what I'm saying? Women don't give a fuck about men unless that man's willing to serve them, and they know they got a line of niggas waiting up. Oh baby, oh honey, sugar stop, sugar pops, oh looking way to serve their needs. There are men on bended knee for women 43, 44 years old right now. Older women are becoming actually more in demand because young women are just too much for the young men.
That's young black women. Every other cultural women tend to be following along and finding men and pairing off.
Latino men are getting ripped too. The Latino men got it the worst, in my opinion. They women repping them. You know me, that's why I'm in the Latino culture, big time.
Latino women are in relationships at a whopping rate of 70 some odd percent.
And
you know what the percentage is for black women in relationships?
Where do you get that stat from?
Google it. It's right there.
I
just keep Googling.
Them relationships don't last. They breaking up with their niggas every day.
Black women are in relationships at a whopping 30 something percent.
I don't know about that stat for the Latino women. I know Latino women out here single too.
Black women are single at almost 68%.
What year was that?
This year. Just Google it.
I don't believe that. Because a person can have a relationship tomorrow and a new one in 3 days after that. So you can't really use that because you know what I'm saying? That's like when she took the test, she said she was single. 3 days later, or a week later, she could have got into a relationship. So that's not accurate, right? Can't prove that. We can't prove that. Can't prove it. So let's go and let's see. Let's go.
Rufus, I Googled it just now for you.
Yeah.
Latin women are historically shown high rates of early marriage and cohabitation, with many entering unions in their early 20s. Black women don't think about unions to their 40s, especially foreign-born women. Through recent trends indicate this declining marriage rates, right? With Latin women in the age of 45 to 53. So up to 45, they are in a relationship. Then they get their divorces and they move on.
I disagree with that totally because I am the Latino woman whisperer. Their men are getting destroyed. They're leaving their man.
Latin women tend to marry and cohabitate in their 20s. You can Google that.
No, not the modern woman. No, it's not happening. It's not happening. 100%. See, and think about it. Well, it depends on what type of Latin. Maybe the Puerto Ricans over in New York or something. They might be talking about them. But over here in America, California, man, these Latino women are running rampant out here. Oh my God! They dominate the strip club and Figueroa by droves. The Latino women are the new man. They dominating everything in the sex slave market. Everything. You walk around, you see Latino women up and down the boulevard. Like what the fuck? You rarely see. You see some black women.
Well, Rufus, I don't know much about sex slaves. I don't know much about that trade. I don't know much about that.
Okay.
I know that in California, there's a huge issue with, the men, liking the men. I know that's a big issue in California.
Yeah, because a lot of men are they can't deal with the women. The women are the women.
Okay, so you go with another man because you can't deal with the women.
Hey, I'm not promoting that. I'm not promoting that ADS. I'm just saying it is. I'm agreeing with you. There's a problem out here with that. It's a movement going on. A lot of men are. Because they just can't. The women are just tearing their hearts out, and these are gangster niggas. These ain't just squares. This is these niggas is getting the Crips, Bloods, all of them. They getting wrapped out here. These women ain't no joke, man. I'm sorry. I am not. Once again, I'm not saying this is the thing. ADS. I'm glad you brought that up because I'm not promoting that movement. You know, El Zibic, whatever. No excuse for that, right? But I will say this. This is why Ruthless Truth Channel is created because I'm trying to give men the tools to deal with these women now. They're not the same.
And guess what, Ruthless? Guess what?
Yeah.
Guess what?
Yeah.
Brother, I will go this life alone before I take it in the ass or fuck with a man. I'll go this life alone. I don't have a problem with that. Because you know why? Yeah. That shit is disgusting, nigga.
Yeah. I'm not promoting that.
And then let's be honest. For you to go from dealing with a woman, get your heart broken, deal with a man, just tells me you want to deal with a man all the time. That's all it tells me. You were confused.
King Picture wrong. They're charging the ballers too. Tekashi Kicks 9 exposed all that shit. You didn't see the video? Let me see if I can find that video so I can show it to you. Talking about they get a coochie to free the ballers. No, they don't. No, these women are savage out here, man. Oh, you know, I ain't got to do that. Let me go to this. These women are savage out here. These women, they charging everybody. We are moving. Let me go into my find this real fast. But yeah, women they're nothing like they used to be, man. They are savage with it. I'm sorry. Every man, and you know what? You know what's why a lot of men turn to homosexual ADS? Because men are no longer, because women are acting like they no longer need men, right? So they are turning to other men to try to feel some sort of need, to fulfill a need. And I'm not saying this is good. I'm not promoting this for the record, right? But this is what's happening.
Ruthless. I would rather be all by myself than have a nigga in my bed. To have a nigga with a dick in my bed? Ruthless, to me, that's beyond disrespect. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But you know, that God and them will deal with that. You know. But you're right though. I mean, some men are they once again, men value relationships and marriage more than women. And that's the crazy part about it.
You can say I'm corny, you can say I'm lame, but one thing you can't say is that I'm gay, nigga. That's real for reals. You can say a lot of shit about me. One thing you can say, you know what I'm saying? You can say this, that, nigga, you know what I'm saying? Don't know how to two-step. You can say this shit, that shit. You know what I'm saying? The nigga ain't gangster enough, nigga ain't real enough, he ain't this, that, and other. No, ADS is an asshole. You can say all that shit, but you can't say I'm gay.
Okay,
you know
so I got. Yeah, I feel you. I got this video for Mr. King's Picks. King's Picks, I got a video for you to show you that shit is not true. Women are not letting ballers get shit for free. They are charging any and everybody because they want money. Women love money.
Especially with Sweetie, Mellow Rax, and some other rappers that are women. And they're saying that
nigga said this is my topic right here.
Their career.
Let me put my this when you bring a what's it called? Like, you know, the inspector for the city, like to see if you have all the permits and like if everything is like.
That's you.
That's me right now.
She belongs to the streets.
So basically, as Myron Short would say, whole facts. There's been a lot going on in the industry of rap, of course, music, where they're saying some female rappers have said, you know what, my career is going down the hill. I'm gonna be an escort.
No, that's not how it goes. Now let the professionals speak.
Correct me, bro. Correct me.
These girls that sell, right? They don't say my career is going down. They don't do that. These girls who sell actually sell it when they're highest in their career. Because who's going to want to buy a down bad rappers?
Haram!
You know what I mean?
Yeah, that makes sense.
as little they get, they're like you see my popping right now, 100,000 right now. You right now, straight up.
Pay that shit.
Pay that shit.
Who? Give me one person,
bro. It's like you don't understand, like, cause you live in a world where like people clock into like UPS, Walmart, Dwayne Reed. They're car salesmen at Rolls Royce. These are people with real jobs, right? Real jobs of like construction. They go. Nobody has time to look at, spend money on who's getting real money, right? You'd be surprised who's paying for. It'd be like, you know, who be sports bettors, who be owners of like.
Oh, we don't feel, man.
No way, owners of like a landscaping company or like,
doctor,
a doctor, an anesthesiologist, or you know, of owner of like 3 local bars. You know what I mean? Or they don't even have to be that broke. By the first unemployment check that come in, they spending that shit, like, you know what I mean? Like, so imagine a soccer player, right? A baseball player, NFL player that's just signed a $6.7 million a year contract. $6.7 million a year contract. You think I can spend $100,000 on the girl I've been like fantasizing about on Instagram?
Easy.
What's 100,000 minus 6.7? 6.6.
It don't matter. It don't matter.
So my thing is,
so there it is right there. So point King Spick, the point is I'm making is Shashi 6ix9ine is exposing that niggas up there paying for box. NFL players, rappers, all of them paying for the box because it's nothing to them. Money is disposable income. So they'll give a girl 10,000, 20,000, even 100,000 for the box. Because like he said, if he's getting 6.5 million a year, what's 100,000 minus 6.5? 6.4. So it's no brainer for these guys to spend the money. They'll do it. So the more money, let me tell you something, King Picks. The more money you got, you said, because you said the ballers, you said right here, your statement, you said right here, you said they get, hold on, what statement you said? You said, you said women give it ballers for free. No, they don't. They charge them. The ballers don't have no problem. The ballers are, you know, those in it with high incomes, right? And they have no problem with paying for it because they want easy access. They don't have time to be sitting there trying to date and court. They just want to have a lot of sex. So it's easier for them to break the money off because now they can have a different woman every night. They can have 4 or 5 women a night, depending on how much money they got. They're not limited to just, oh, well, I got to chase this chick down and talk to this chick for the next 30 days about her day, how she went to get to the box. No. So when you got that much money, when you got millions, you're not trying to sit down and chase no chick. You're trying to have as much sex as you can. Right? And they're getting charged. They're gonna pay. And it's the rich people want to pay because they don't want to sit down and get to know. They just have a party, come to terms of agreement over the phone. Did they join the room? They give you your amount, your whatever they say you're gonna give you, and you do what y'all do. This is what they do. But only so they don't give it to ballers for free at all. Actually, your baller, you can't get pussy for free. You can't. You can't do it if you're a real baller because the women, they already know. They already know you ain't. And then, you know, plus you want fast access. I never said they didn't. I'm saying they don't have to. Just they have to. Because these guys want to have a lot of sex consistently. They have to. The women, right before he put it, because you know why? I'm gonna tell you why, King Spicks. The women hold the power in the exchange, nigga. If you don't give her money, she's gonna scream great. Why would you risk that? Trying to trick her out some coochie and you got all this money, and then she's gonna be like, and then she's gonna go and say, oh, he took my coochie. She knows that. Women ain't stupid, man. So the niggas gonna pay because number one is they want the access. Most of them want bad bitches. They don't want no ugly chick. They don't want they They want the best money has to buy, offer to buy. They want best offer that money can buy, right? They're not going to sit here and try to trick her out some coochie and send her home without no money because now she can go to authorities and make up some accusations. And even though you may beat it, your reputation may be ruined. You might go to jail. You might get unlucky and get found guilty. Who wants to go through all that, King's Picks? No, ain't nobody going to. No, them niggas just paying. Here, what you want? 5 friends? Okay, I'll give y'all this much a piece. And they do what they do. See, only the people who look up, right? And because most people rich live a secret society, right? They don't really put their business out there like that. But rich men have always paid for the box.
But Ruthless, I think there's a logistic there that you're missing. Most men don't, pay for the box. Most rich men don't pay for the box to get the box itself, right?
Yes, they do.
They can get that anyway. They pay to keep these women quiet. Like you said, they keep them quiet because at the end of the day, it really comes down to NDAs. You know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying what the agreement is in those NDAs for a lot of those relationships.
Doesn't mean nothing. NDA don't mean nothing. If she tells the DA, the district attorney, he grabbed me in the soda, I told him no. Nigga, that NDA, the courts will supersede that NDA. Come on, man. NDA don't mean nothing. If she screamed great, it's over. So she holds the power. She knows that. Women are smart. They know that they can put an accusation on your ass. So why would you take that risk? Rich women, listen, the more money you got, you are not getting no coochie for free. I'm sorry. You can't do it. You can't do it. Unless you just a scavenger, nigga, you just have sex with anything like, some ugly, yeah, okay. But most rich dudes want the top-notch broads, the Kim K's. They want them type of women to look like that. They don't want the ratchet women coming from the hood. They want the women who are got some sort of, you know what I mean? So they're going to pay. Because the career women, the rich men, they don't typically chase them because the career woman wants too much power. She wants him to be faithful. She wants him to be, she wants to take him through the whole process. This nigga all this money. This nigga trying to have sex. He just want to have sex. And the best, easy way to access to sex for a rich person is money. And you don't have to deal with the baggage. You don't have to be worried. You pay your money, deal. These women are happy with that. And they're going about their way to the next. Now, most guys arrange probably the same set of girls. Maybe they might do arrangement with 2 or 3 chicks that they just rotate. And they just do it over and over and over and over again. But they're going to pay. That's what Diddy was doing. He's paying escorts. Yeah, that's it. Niggas, the more money you got to pay. You got to pay, nigga. You got to pay. Even if you date one woman who's a career woman, like who has going on, she's still making you pay for everything. Because you're obviously going to make more than her. She's a millionaire and she makes $250,000 a year. She's still going to expect you to pay. And you're going to expect yourself to pay. You ain't going to act like you broke. Nobody wants to get that jacket. Oh, that nigga's tight. I think that nigga hurting for money. And nobody wants that jacket, man. And then, King's Picks, this is another thing I'm going to tell you. You got men competing with other men for the women. So, if you go to the Ballers Club, right? You up here with all these niggas, all of them got money. And niggas, you trying to find someone to love you for you, nigga? You trying to get a connection, nigga? This nigga's gonna come and spend on your bitch and make her leave you for you in a minute. I see this all the motherfucking time. He gonna come in and tell her, what you want, baby? Put it on my tab. No questions asked. You up there trying to get a connection. These niggas up there trying to get an erection. Niggas be competing with niggas for bitches. And then you got a bad bitch on your line, you're gonna have to spend it because she know this. And the women know that them niggas over there want her and will spend money on her. So you got, let me give you this, King Picks. You got 500 groupie women. King Pick, Lil Durk. You didn't hear Lil Durk rap, King's Pick? Talking about give them titties back, bitch. These are gangster rappers. These niggas ain't lame. These niggas would take your life. They don't care. They're still paying. Rappers rap about their music all the time. All the time. I bought her a Birkin bag. Little baby, what little baby say? Get a Chanel. Because they know that's what they got to do to get a woman in that environment. You can't be a tight ass. Because once again, most guys want the bad bitch. They don't want no ugly bitch. So therefore, that bad bitch start coming around you, other rappers going to want that bad bitch. And if you are trying to, oh, I'm going to make her get to know me and all this, she don't want so much time. Other niggas going to be at her though. They're going to be like Young Thug. You got motherfucking other rappers going to be like, hey, what's up, little mama? And then she's just going to go with them. Then you got 50 Cent. One dude was trying to get a 50 Cent baby mama at first. And 50 said, she trying to take your baby. 50 said he can't afford her. He said, I gave her an shopping habit that he can't match. These niggas 50 Cent gonna take a bitch to spend 10 grand on her. Like it's nothing to him. That's like $100 to him. This nigga's worth hundreds of millions. So you got to understand when you're dealing in a certain level of life, especially when you got a lot of money, you cannot hang out because you can't hang out in the hood. Niggas gonna rob you. So you got to hang out with elite people that's either equal to you or more. And if they see you trying to hold on to your dollar, they're gonna come take your bitch. They're gonna be like, look, what's up, baby girl? Oh yeah, I'll get you some Prada shoes. What's good? They don't care. They just want the pussy. They want to fuck this bitch. Easy access. Off to next. While you over here trying to look for a connection, they trying to get an erection. And that's the name of the game, in the rich game. And this is what's happening. And this is the problem with poor men. Because poor men try to play the game rich men play. And it's not working because now you don't have the money to accept all of them. So now you're going to get charged with cheating, nigga. You're going to be charged. Cheater! You ain't shit. Bitch ass. And she going to leave you. But rich men, they don't have to worry about that because they're paying. Now, so let's have the conversation, King's Pick. Let's have the conversation. And this is the question I'm on ADS to answer too. What is more valuable? A marriage or prostitution? I know what ADS answer is going to be.
The marriage, because it's far more stable than prostitution.
No, it's not.
There it is.
That's where you're wrong. Okay, I'm going to King Picks. I'm going to hear you answer. Maybe King's Pick might be. He's still there, King's Pick? Yeah, he's still there. What's more valuable, marriage, long-term marriage, or prostitution, short-term gratification? What is more valuable in 2026? Well, until the answer. So I'm going to rebuttal. I'm going to make a rebuttal. I'm going to play devil's advocate, Mr. ADS. Because I know your answer is going to be marriage is not stable. That's what you're missing. Marriages are no longer stable. They're
so to you, prostitution, actually sleeping with women who share their bodies with multitudes of men, is more stable to you than having one woman who shares her body with you.
So let's have this conversation. So can we do a comparison? Do you mind that, ADS?
Please.
Okay, so in a marriage, right?
And Ruthless, can you get Myron Gaines off the
put
back up Tommy Sotomayor, please? I'm not a big fan of Myron. I think he's a leech. Yeah. So
I like Tekashi though. He's funny.
Tekashi to me is like that dude right there. I can't. He is a fake knockoff version of a black person, and I kind of hate those types. Those pretenders. Those and makeup and mascara and dress. They dress in those play black. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
To get clout, to get money. I don't like those types. I never did. I don't play white to get money.
Okay. So we're going to do the comparison. We're going to compare marriage, a marriage prostitution versus just a regular prostitute. Because marriage is a form of prostitution, right? Because you got to buy your wife. You're not getting the wife for free. That's impossible. You're buying your wife, nigga. I don't care. Nigga, oh well, no, you're buying her, right? before you get married, you got to be. Woman will not take that ring if you broke. It's not happening, nigga. Niggas is not getting broke. Niggas is not getting married. Like, you know, it's just not happening. Even if they make 60K, 70K, they still got to pay. They still paying for all those dates. So you got to buy you a wife before you get there. Then after you marry her, then you still got to pay for her, right? It doesn't stop. So, but the problem is with these relationship marriages, they're unstable. Right? It's a lot of the information is getting out that.
Wait, Rufus. Let me help you out here. What you're talking about is a transactional relationship versus a relational relationship. Whenever you look for a wife or you find a wife, it's because you want to do things for her. She wants to do things for you. It's relational versus transactional, where there's a cost up front, there's a cost in the middle, and there's a cost at the end.
Well, to break the news, I hate to break the news to you, ADS. You got to pay for that wife. I'm sorry to tell you, you're not getting it for free. She's looking for a provider to give her things that's going to make her happy. Women aren't doing things for men on a large scale. She might get you a gift every now and then. She may even pay for dinner every blue moon. But you're paying for that wife, right? You're paying for her. No ifs, ands, buts about it. No ifs, ands, buts about it. And you might not even get married. Y'all might end up breaking up after 3 years. It's not even a guarantee. So you're paying already. I'm talking about let's have this honest conversation. I'm not talking about no youth toxic relationship where y'all just fucking, right? And then y'all call boyfriend girlfriend. I'm talking about dating with intentions, right? So just to clarify, we're talking about dating intentionally, and you and a woman agree on dating intentionally to marriage. This is going to cost you between 150 to $250,000 to get this woman to the threshold. It's what's going to cost you, right? You're paying for her time, because for her to even give you that exclusive right, you're going to have to prove to her, because remember, men are dating for interview. We're interviewing, right? And she's the interviewer. So she got a lot of 5 guys she picked you. Okay, I'm going to give you a chance to put a ring on his finger, but you're going to have to show that you can do all those other men can do, which is pay for all. You can't be sitting here talking about, oh, we're going to go 50-50 Dutch. None of that if you want to get married. It's not going to happen, right? You might have a relationship, but you're not getting married. But if you want to get married, you're going to have to do that. You're the elite provider. That's one. So by the time you get there to that threshold, you need to have put in these close to 100,000 or more, right? Because the average couple before they get married is between 3 to 5 years. 3 to 5 years, right? So mostly, but more consistently, 3.5 to 5, right? So that's money you're spending on music parks, trips, dates, et cetera, shopping, all this shit, right? So it rounds out to about 100, depending on if you're a high earner, it's between 150 to $250,000. If you're rich, it goes more. So you got to pay for your wife. That's just the way it goes, right? And then after you're married, then you're still taking on her bills, right? But this is the information we're finding out in these marriages. They're unstable. It's a happy wife, happy life situation, because these women are showing that their instability reigns in a relationship. So what happens? Men are getting divorced. Women are still divorcing men even after all that shit they pay for. So that's one version, right? Then with that version of that dating to intentional comes with insecurities, right? She's going to have access to your phone. She wants your location. She want to go through your phone. She want you guys going to be it's going to be a lot of monogamy. You can't even look at another woman. You can't even smell another bitch, and let her find out about it.
And Rufus, that to me is light work. If that's all they asking for, that's nothing.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? You can go through my phone. I know, you know what I'm saying? If I'm dealing with you, ain't nobody else in that phone, you know what I'm saying? You can go through it all you want to. You might have an ex or two who call and say, hey, what's up? But you ain't gonna have much to it. You can go through my social media. I ain't chasing women in their DMs like that. I'm just not doing it, right? You know what I'm saying? If you want to watch where I go all day, you can watch me. I work from home. I go to the gym. I might go to the supermarket. I might go to the bar on Friday and Saturday night, go play pool. Ain't much to that shit. You know what I'm saying? Put it this way. I ain't got no problem with none of that.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair. That's fair. And then also, you know, you need to be her therapist. You need to be emotionally intelligent. You need to be on time. You need to be on time. Now, that's one part. That's one part of that. Then there's the other part. Now you got to deal with her baggage, right? That's coming with you. Her insecurities. Even if you might not call her back, because you're in the business meeting, she think you fucking somebody, right? She think who the fuck you fucking, right? You got to go through that. Then you got to go through her instability as her insecurities of herself. She's crying about her weight or whatever. You got to go through that. You got to go through that. Then she's needy, right? She's going to want this. She's going to want that. She's going to want this. Okay, cool. On top of, she's going to have expectations. So if she meets you, you're making $60,000 a year. She's going to expect you to be improving at some point, right? To be better than what you are. So those are all the things that you got to get dealing with marriage, right? Getting to marriage, and then when you're married, then right is a constant. You got to keep going. You can't stop. And this is what happened to a lot of men. It's very difficult to maintain this thing for a long period of time. And the women say, "Oh, he's not making me happy anymore. I'm out." Now that is just a quick. I just basically shorted it out. That's a marriage, right? That is a living prostitute. You're getting your hoe, right? You're a living prostitute. You're paying for her, and you don't have a problem with fine. Now let's take multiple prostitution, right? The short-term gratification. You don't have to worry about nobody going through your phone that you pay the bill on. You don't have to worry about. You're not their responsibility. Oh yeah, your wife, she's your responsibility. As you deal with just a regular prostitute, you don't have to. She's not a responsibility, right? You don't have to deal with her baggage.
And then Rufus, before you keep going, before I forget my thought. Yeah. There's a couple caveats to that, right? For one, you know what I'm saying, exclusivity, right? In a relationship, that's earned. Yeah. I don't give that away for free, you know, right? Just because we messing around or doing whatever we're doing, you know what I'm saying? I just don't tend to give that off so easy. That usually requires a couple months, right? For me to say, okay, this is worth, you know, saying, investing in, right? Yeah. So when it comes down to it, you know, saying early on, you know, saying if you're dating other people, keep dating. That's what I tell people. Don't stop dating other people because you meet somebody you really like on the first date. You know, saying give them a couple dates, right? See where they really at. You know what I'm saying? Before you actually go ahead, you know, saying and turn it down, right?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then secondly, I'm not anybody's therapist. I can help you find a therapist who can help you through your problems because that's who you need to talk to. I don't have a license in psychology, you know, right? You need to find somebody who does. And so they can explain to you and break down what some of your issues is, right? So that's between, and you know what? I'll give you that privacy. I won't intrude. I won't ask any questions about your therapy. Whatever happens in that room is between you and your therapist. I'll give you that respect. You know, right? But there are certain boundaries to this that the man has to draw to in these circumstances, situations, right? Not only to protect himself. Protect your the most important thing you can protect in this lifetime is your sanity. You know, right? Don't let people drive you insane with their stuff, especially when it's stuff you can't handle. You can't do anything about. If she talking about some more trauma, childhood trauma, send it to a therapist. I can't fix that.
Okay, but once again, these are what women's expectations are. They say they're looking for a man with emotional intelligence. That is one of their demands. That is one of their demands, sir. But when you're dealing with a transactional, you don't have to deal with that. She comes in, she does her job, you get what you want, you pay her, she leaves. And you don't have to deal with the up and down behavior. You don't have to be no therapist. You don't have to be worried about somebody going through your phone. None of that. And I'm just saying, that's the difference, right? Between marriage and when you're just dealing with short-term gratification. You can give that anytime you want to. You can set up a thing with a woman and she come through and just serve your needs and leave. And you don't have to deal with anything. And this could be a long-term type of transactional where you get a wife. She wants power. She wants you to serve her. She wants you to worship her. She wants you to worship the ground she walks on. It's all about her. She wants to make the whole relationship about her. She don't give a fuck about what you're going through. You need to make me happy. Short-term gratification is way more valuable if you want stability. Because now, yeah, your wife is going to be a lot of instability because there's going to be a lot of fighting, a lot of arguing about dumb shit. Right? Ain't nobody getting around that. Now you could, ADS, to your point, ADS says, I'm gonna walk it away. You think it's that easy? You really think it's that easy to do that shit for 20 years? No. She's gonna want to know. She's gonna leave you. She's going to 100% leave you if you continue to ignore her when she's being toxic. Because she's gonna say, you're not being a communicator. You acting like a chick.
You gotta know when the woman is baiting you to get you to, you know what I'm saying, to get you to, how do you say, participate in her bullshit. You gotta know when you're being baited to be participating in her shit. That's on her. That's not on you. You know, you can be conscious of that. You can be smart of that. And if you start, you know what? Most men who get in those back and forths find out, you know what I'm saying, the hard way that guess what? That don't work either. That combative shit, that arguing just makes it worse.
I understand that.
A smart man knows how to walk into the other room. A smart man knows how to leave the house. You know what I'm saying? A smart man knows how to walk away from a crazy. When the broad's acting crazy, you don't have to participate in her craziness, not one bit. And that's what thing I know.
ADS, you're 100% correct. I'm not even arguing with you. You know me, I don't have a problem arguing. But I'm not even, you're 1,000% correct. But the problem is women don't accept those things. That's the problem. She'll still leave you. Now, I agree with you. Fuck it, she leave, right? Whatever. But once again, men value the nuclear family more than women. So her leaving is very, very catastrophic to the average man out here who's built with this woman and put kids with this woman and shared, invested over $250,000 into this woman, etc. Right? For her to, and then have feelings for her as well. Just for her to walk, if she walks, that's a lot for a lot of men. So this is why the happy life is the dominant ideology, because they'll say, okay, I got to play the role. Perfection. That means you can't just be walking away. When she get toxic, you got to say she's right. And when she's right, she's right. When she's wrong, she's right. That's the way men are carrying. The white men and Asian men are doing it. The white men and Asian men, the Latinos, they're like the blacks, right? We're about even, right? They're losing their women by the day because Latino men want a lot of control, and their women are leaving them left and right, right? It's just crazy, right? But I'm gonna play this video right here.
Men get married and become a father and go, oh shoot, okay, I didn't know it was gonna take all of this. Game time. Let me try to figure this out. Let me try to see if I can do this and do that and get the car and do this and love her more and balance all this. Women, we meet you and we're like, our idea and our fairy tale is you are Prince Charming, honey. And then we try to get you to fit Prince Charming. And the more you don't fit it, the more y'all end up in my office going, but he doesn't do this. Well, has he ever did it? No, but I always just thought my husband would. Your husband or this man? So are you getting to know who you with? Or are you making this man fit this fairy tale ideology that doesn't even exist anyways? And so women come and lead with fit this, or you have no value. Men come in and go, all right, I'm here and I'm going to learn how to be the best I can for you. And then women do what? You're taking too long. You're not getting there because you haven't fit the box of the fairy tale. They almost always have an amazing husband. But because his amazingness doesn't fit her idea of amazing, guess what? He ain't shit to her. So because he don't fit your tone of red, you gonna tell me this man still ain't red? Men.
So do you agree with that, ADS?
No, because you know why? The vast majority of black women aren't even getting to marriage.
No. She's just talking about, okay, that's another conversation. She's a marriage counselor, you know that, right? That's what she does. She interviews. She has a lot of women and marriage couples come into her office. She's a therapist. So you agreeing with a professional who has a business?
Dr. Kanye Bryant? No, she's crazy as a bad bug, but she does make a point.
Yeah. So the point is, women, when they get with men, they want that man to fit into the box they want that man to be in. So it doesn't matter. So if you're ignoring and walking away, then you're not fitting that box no more. Because I want a man who's gonna talk to me, who's gonna this and that. And you know what? I've been trying to talk to you, and you just keep wanting to argue. I'm not going to no longer participate with you in this because it's toxic and it's unhealthy. Which is, you're absolutely right, ADS. It's because this is what I'm doing. I'm taking the same approach like you, ADS. I'm not going to argue with a woman because us men, we do not get in a relationship or a marriage to fight with our woman. That's not what we sign up for. So that's why when she's constantly being combative and we see that, okay, the more we kind of come up with solutions, the more she's combative, we shut down and say, you know what? We're just not going to argue with you no more, boo. You get to talking crazy. I'm just going to walk out. I'm going outside, smoke a cigarette or a blunt or go drink, hit some Hennessy, whatever it is. I'm going to get away from you so I can calm down and so that because I don't want to be triggered. And women take that as, a disrespect, a sign of disrespect. And this is the problem, right? This is why marriage is not, in my opinion, long-term marriage is not valuable because it's too much toxicity that reigns supreme in these households, whether you're black, white, Spanish, Anglo-Saxon, whatever you want to name it. Women are wreaking havoc in these households. And because they're tied to their emotions and the way they feel. And as long as they're tied to their emotions the way they feel, they will be unstable. You cannot control that. And that means you're at risk. To ADS point, look, I'm not arguing with you, baby. I love you too much to be arguing with you. I want to be pleasurable when I'm around you. Yeah, we can have disagreements here and there. Fine, we can resolution that. But when they get to yelling and you trying to get physical or whatever it may be or disrespectful, I'm walking away from you. Which is the more practical thing to do. So we both calm down and then have the conversation later. But women, after a while, no. Because this is what she do. This is what's going to happen, ADS. Now she's going to go get her work husband. Right? And now this nigga going to be like, oh, yeah, he don't listen to you? What? He walks away? Huh? Now lean on me, baby. Lean on me. Right? And then he's going to get in her ear and he's going to start working. Or she's going to go talk to her friends. Oh, he always, when I be yelling, when I try to talk to him, because, she going to lie. She's going to distort the story. She's not going to tell the real way the story is going to go. She's going to make it like, oh, I was trying to talk to him and he just walked away from me, right? She's going to say, AD, oh, I was yelling at him and he just didn't want to yell back. She's not going to say that, right? Women don't like accountability. So they're going to tell her the story to make it like they're the victim, right? And her friends are like, well, girl, you're beautiful. Love yourself, self-love. Self-love. And then what happens? Once that rhetoric starts getting in their head, she ignore it for a little bit. And the next time y'all get into it, that's the first thing, man, I need to love myself more. And that's when the divorce comes. This is why in 2026, short-term gratification, it will be more valuable. And to be honest with you, let me tell you, you're going to disagree with this, but it's not even going to be an option soon. Women are pushing for prostitution. And this is a fact. They are no longer, a lot of women don't even want to get married no more. They just want, you want the sex, pay for it. They're going to be pushing the line too. So they're going to be the men having the option to either you're going to get your ugly chick with 5 baby daddies, 12 kids, and deal with that, or you're going to be alone if you don't want to pay to play.
Why people don't want love is because most women want their bills paid. They don't want love.
Oh.
They got 4 or 5 people because they got more than 4 or 5 bills. And I think as long as we're in this transactional era of time, it's never going to be able to get back to love. We got to focus on the core value of what actually matters inside of a relationship. And we've strayed too far. Honestly, don't get mad at me. I know there's a lot of ladies in here.
I'm seeing all the faces behind you.
It's the truth. Honestly, we live in a prostitution era.
Wow.
Why people.
And 10 toes down on it, right? So once again, this is where it's going to be. Black men, I think black men are fighting it right now. Right? We're fighting it. We're the last of the Mohicans, right? We're trying to don't leave with your wallet. Take her to a park, right? You ain't got to take her out to eat. Take her. You ain't got to leave. Take her to, to your mama's house. Y'all have dinner. Y'all do as much free shit so she can really get to know you and like you for your character and your personality. Women never like the men for their character and personality. They always looking for a.
Okay, so this is something that I honestly been pondering on actually for a few years now. I remember what the Bible said about women and like the evil spirit, what the Bible says about the Jezebel spirit and, things I see that women do, things I know and heard that women do. The paternity issue, how these women lay next to a man for years, looking a kid in the eyes for years, knowing there's no relation, how good men get stomped out, how kids are just used for a check. I've come to the conclusion that I think women are just pure evil. Like, I really think women are just pure evil. Women are naturally evil beings, I believe, and only a.
And this is the women saying this. No, people, I don't have a Discord yet. I'm thinking about getting one. But see, these are women. See, the women are even calling out, and the men are still arguing with the women. And this is the problem. The women are telling you, I want to be a hoe. The women are telling you these hoes are hoes. The women are telling you these women don't give a fuck about men. But men are saying, well, you're just going to find a good woman, right? But the women are telling you, there ain't no good women out here. These women want to control. These women are for themselves. And the men that argue and say, well, why you was a this, you're that, how would you know? These women are telling you the secrets. Okay. How do I do that? It says, Rufus, I got a Discord with over 2,000 members. If you want to get at it, let me know your user ID. Even let your
join this Discord and sign up with your user ID, right? So that's nice. Thank you.
Yeah. So show me how to do that. I don't know how to do that. How do I get? What's my user ID?
You create one over there. Whenever you sign up, put a King Pick. Put the Discord in the chat, and I'll walk Rufus through it.
Who is more easily bored in relationships, men or women?
Women.
If women are more easily bored, why are they more likely to want marriage and commitment?
Status.
If women are strong and independent and don't need no man, why does the pressure of marriage and commitment typically come from women?
They're liars.
The women be the women be honest and we don't want to believe it. They just say she ain't nobody.
Men actually respect marriages.
What do you mean by that?
Women don't really respect marriages.
You're saying outside of the marriage.
Mm-hmm.
Like a man wouldn't come to you.
Yes.
Because he's like, oh, you've got your thing.
Yes, cause when I used to meet guys, any type of famous guys and stuff like that, they'll be like, how you doing, Cardi B? Like this and that. My DMs were extremely dry. Nobody would approach me. But these women, they will throw themselves at a married man like it's nothing. It's like, oh well, whatever. And it's not because it was me, like because I don't, I'm Cardi B at the end of the day. When I announced that I was single, oh boy.
Yeah, these women let you know these women don't respect marriage.
Do I look like I would go 50-50 on bills? If people like to split their bills with their man, I think that's what you should do. I don't do that.
Look at what.
Yeah.
Can you get these broke whores off and get back to Tony Samar, please?
No, this woman's rich. She was dating Travis Kelce. Yeah, she's rich.
Yeah. No, she's not rich. Travis is rich. She's only worth
No,
like
but
$30,000.
no, she's got businesses though that he helped her start. That's why she left him. Because he wanted to go 50-50 because you started making money. So look, we need to go 50-50.
For Taylor Swift because they had a better prospect. Hold on one second.
Yeah.
How much is Travis Kelce's ex worth?
What happened? She caught herself flexing and got a bigger flex on her. Now he's with somebody he doesn't have to pay a dime for. So it didn't work. You lost them to somebody with more money.
I told you I was sorry. I told you I was sorry. Mistakes happened, but
This man discovers children are not his after 6 years. Confrontation erupts on Thanksgiving. A man discovered that the 3 children he had raised for 6 years were not biologically his. The man learned the truth only weeks ago and has been struggling emotionally ever since. He reportedly asked the woman who betrayed him, along with the children, to leave his home while he tried to process everything. However, on Thanksgiving Day, the man's family decided to invite the woman and the children to the holiday gathering.
No,
that's what black women do to you. They don't mind demeaning you. They don't mind humiliating you. That goes from the mothers down all the way down to the women outside, the daughter, the sisters. They don't mind humiliating you in the name of making them feel good, right? That's humiliation. What this man has to eat this, on Thanksgiving. That Jesus women fucked around on him 3 times and had three babies with a whole different nigga all 3 times. And he has to suffer that through things. I can't blame that man for melting down. I can't blame him. At least give me the piece of Thanksgiving where I can enjoy my meal with my people and not have to think about this shit because it's already heavy. But black women don't give a fuck. They do what they think. And see, that's the difference between being a single mother raised dude. And actually, because if a father's there, you know what he's gonna say? Your dad's gonna say, "Don't bring that bitch up over here." I don't give a fuck how you feel. Don't bring up over here my son. My son come first. What he feeling, his emotional state come first before these bitches do. If you want to go see her, you go see her over at her family house, right? Get your ass in the car, go visit her and those kids. If you really feel that way about those kids, but when you're in those single mother homes, this is what they do. They don't mind humiliating you, demeaning you, embarrassing you. This man got his own house, living his own life, and found out the worst news. Like, damn, all 3 of them are different niggas, and he has to eat. And then they expect him to be cool on Thanksgiving.
Yeah, that was cold blooded. I would have been mad at my family for that.
Putting up with that shit, man. That puts you in the mind state of not messing with them no more. Not messing with your own family, right?
Yep.
Because you know what I'm saying, you put me through, you know what I'm saying? Look at the trauma I'm already going through with these 3 kids. These kids ain't mine. I ain't about to adopt these damn kids.
Here's the question I have for you, ADS. Here's the question I have for you. Good point. So what's the difference between a woman having kids that ain't your kids, you raise them, you find out they ain't yours, and she leaves, y'all end up breaking up, right? Then a woman who all the kids are yours, and then she leaves you and puts a stepdaddy to replace you.
All 3 of those kids are mine. Those are my seed. That's the difference. Those are my seed. I mean, if you want to bring the nigga over for Thanksgiving to pretend to be happy because he with you, that's cool. I just want to see my kids. I don't give a damn who you bring. But when those kids ain't mine, you bring them there. That's different. I mean, I'm feeding somebody else's damn kids, for one. For 2, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I adopted these kids. Kids ain't mine. Why am I paying? Why am I footing the bill for the next nigga? Just because you mess with a jailbird ass nigga, don't mean I got to pay for it. Go be with that jailbird ass nigga. These kids ain't mine.
Facts. But yeah, but once again, right? It's all bad. It's all hurt. It's all hurtful. In my opinion, the way it goes, I'm hurt.
But that's traumatizing though, Ruthless, to find out a couple of weeks before Thanksgiving that all 3 of them kids ain't yours. And then for your mama to talk about some soul food type shit, bring them all in, bring them all over. I want to see the kids. Bitch, you go send your damn self. Get the fuck up out my house.
Yeah, that's over. I ain't having that. You're not coming in my house. in no time.
Hi everyone, this is my beautiful wife. And fellas, the marriage life is great. Instead of having multiple women to play in the field, you get to spend the rest of your life with just one. Oh, and peep game, you get to be the sole provider even though she makes her own money and can pay some bills. But you're the husband, so you have to do it. And sex? Oh babe, tell me about the sex. It's only when she wants it because you don't get to have it, you don't get to have it say. Dreams and aspirations? Yeah, forget about it. Once you have marriage and kids, I'm telling you, everything goes to your family. Fellas, I'm telling you, marriage life is great. Think about your dreams, your happiness. If you have a Rottweiler, be here to get a poodle, she gonna take over everything and decorate everything. It's not worth it, fellas. It's not worth it. Hi, everyone.
That shit is funny though.
That makes you laugh every time, man. Oh shit.
Where have you been? Where have you been? Whoa, 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 whoa. Now I'm a grown ass man. I ain't got to be checking in with you. Oh, wait a minute now. You ain't gonna be putting your hands up. Motherfucker, I'm calling 911. Wait, baby. You know, I just got out. I'm on parole, and the last thing I need up in here is the police. I told you I had some business to handle, and that's what I was doing. Girl, oh, I love you.
That's their calling card. And that's why women will not be contained. This is why they can't be contained. Because they know they can talk to you how they want to. They can say what they want to. And you either got to do one or two things. Take it or make it. That's it. A man cannot lead his home correctly because a woman feels she has a voice. She feels she needs to be in on everything that goes on. Plus, you deal with her baggage. That is just, to me, a losing proposition. To me, you've been emasculated. If you get married, for you to get married, you have to worship the ground she walk on. You have to take emasculation. You are not the man you were before you got married if you married this woman, because she's going to make you break. She's going to break you, or she's going to break up with you and divorce you. That's what it comes down to. Because women,
as long as she breaking no water, nigga, as long as she putting them babies out, go along and get along.
But this is the thing, ADS. Men, it's hard. It's a lot different for men than it is for women. Yeah, you're right. If she wants to leave you, take the kids, whatever. But now you might have to deal with stepdaddy issues. Now she might turn the kids against you. A lot of women, they make it very difficult to have a co-parenting relationship, right? These women are diabolical.
Ruthless. You talking to a nigga who choked my ex-wife's boyfriend, nigga. I choked that nigga out one night. He was over at my house one night, nigga. I came in there. I immediately commenced whooping his motherfucking ass. Get the fuck off my couch, nigga. I choked out, mixing that nigga. When they called the cops on me, Rufus, that shit was hilarious. Because the cop didn't. He said, if this is this man's house, how is he the intruder? He's the one on the mortgage, not this man. We're divorcing. You know, the cop said. Then he's the one who's trespassing because you're not divorced.
When a woman meets a guy and she go tells.
What you say? Yes.
On my property, drinking my Kool-Aid, fucking my bitch, nigga, come at call.
I would probably do the same. I'll probably do something worse, but yeah, it'd have been close to the same. I would have. Yeah. I ain't doing no fighting. I'm shooting.
They gave that nigga two options. They said you can leave or we can arrest you for trespass.
Yeah.
She cried on the couch. He came over. He was him. He came over here and started beating on him. He started fighting him. They didn't give a shit because it's my property. My house.
This is how disrespectful women is. Women are so disrespectful. But yet, and this is what pisses me off about men. Men are used car salesmen for these bitches. They're sitting there promoting marriage. Do it. That's more stability. They tell you a story about their ex-wife. Then you're like, damn, so you gonna set me up for motherfucking failure, nigga? Knowing that the thing about marriage, when women get that ring, she flips it. She has a light switch. She's a different person. She's not the person you met the first 90 days, nigga. And that's what a lot of married men, this is why I don't really like to listen to married men, because they don't keep it real 100. They don't tell us about the light switch that women got. Once you put that ring on the finger, she flips a switch. She turns into a whole different person. And now that's why the divorce rates are where they at. And just like you said, your woman, you come home to your house, your past, she got another nigga, disrespectful ass bitch. Got another nigga in my home eating. Oh, no, nigga. Not today. Not on my watch.
Talking about I can come over and get my shit. Okay, I'll come over and get my shit, all right.
Yeah.
I came over and saw that nigga, boy. I got the whooping his ass, nigga, right from the rip. No word said. It was on site. You on my couch, nigga?
Yeah. And this is how disrespectful women are. Because
he's something like he gonna protect, you know what I'm saying? Like he gonna protect you from me. Like I'm gonna do something out there. I bought the house, put you in it. You know what I'm saying? All this other shit. Like I'm gonna be the one come over and tear up my shit. No, I'm not tearing up my shit. But if you got another nigga over there, yeah, somebody gonna get fucked up.
What's up, Ignorant? Ignorant niggas here. Yeah, but once again, right, this is why you guys gotta stop selling this shit. Because women are not, their juice is not worth the motherfucking squeeze. They don't even honor to the point, ADS, to your point. Okay, we're divorcing. But you still honor our house. Go get a hotel, bitch. Go get Airbnb.
Go stay with that nigga. Oh, you ain't got no crib.
No, I ain't that.
You can't. You want to live with him and his mom?
Whatever.
Why don't you want to live with him and his mom? You love it. If you with that nigga, you know what I'm saying? Be with him. Live with him and his mom.
Or go to an Airbnb. I don't give a fuck. Matter of fact, sleep on the motherfucking street. I don't care. But women are dishonorable by a long stretch. And a lot of men they don't really want to take these women out. And then they come on here selling this marriage thing to niggas who's trying to walk into this burning house. These women, because this is the thing about women, right? Once again, that's why I think my solution is the best solution. Short-term gratification is so much better. And I've never been married, I'll admit it. But I've been in a 4-year relationship. To me, that's like a marriage. Because we were doing every motherfucking thing that marriage couple was doing. And I had to ship that bitch. Because she wasn't the same woman I met in year 1. And I had to get rid of her because
I was with my wife for 10 years. And we still in divorce till I was ready to sign the paperwork. How about that?
Of course. But that's the law. Right? That's the law. But point I'm making is women typically are the ones that switch up on niggas. See, men, I'm not saying we don't divorce, but it's very low chance. It's very difficult for a man to divorce his wife. It has to be something really egregious. Like walk in, see her fucking something, something real that just can't come doing drugs. She's a drug addict, shit like that. Yeah, we gotta walk away. But just a divorce because we're not happy, that just doesn't happen with men. We're not going that route, right? We'll suck it up, right? Fuck it. Long as she ain't out here cheating, I got my woman in the house and my kids in one house. That's ideal for us. So we're happy wife and happy life. This is, and I'm not trying to slight men for happy wife and happy life. And let me get that correct. Because you said earlier, well, that's how we'll make it work. Right. But the problem is the numbers are not on your side still. Women are still divorcing even with all those things they're gaining. Because women are still, once again, they're very unstable in their emotional state. And this is something they can't control. This is bigger than them. This is bigger than you. And to attach your wagon to one of these women is, especially in 2026, man, it is a hard decision, man, because it's just women with all these rights, feminism, all these things in their mind, plus they're at social media, so they're easily influenced. See, this is the thing about emotions, right? People who invest in their emotions. They can be influenced easy. Things that make them feel good. It easily influences them. Social media, right? Or they see their homegirl in a nice house, and now they think they deserve. So y'all got a 3-bedroom. She think my friend got a 6-bedroom. She thinks she deserved that 6-bedroom too. And your salary won't allow that. A salary allows this 3-bedroom, affordable, and it's comfortable. It's nice. These women thinking they deserve more, and they will destroy the family for that. Women don't give a fuck because if they feel that this is not best for them, they will not. Let me rephrase. Women will not sacrifice their happiness for the family or for the husband. Women won't do it. They will always. A woman would never love the family or the husband more than she loves herself. Self-love. This is a woman. Self-love is a woman's ideology. Women will put themselves in a high place, and we understand it's delusional. I admit it's delusional. And we understand it. See, men, we understand what living in our emotions is, so we start to stay away from it. Like we don't invest as much in our emotions, right? Because I've been in extreme situations where it's survival, do or die. Nigga, we put the niggas in less emotional nigga in charge. That was me. I was in charge of getting niggas home. We in a war zone, nigga. Cannot be moving on emotions up in here. Everything got to be logical, practical, and solution, and the object is to win. If niggas see that you was emotional, they getting you up out of here, nigga. They'll pack your ass out and put a new leader in charge. We don't play that, right? But you can't do it in a house. You can't do it in a marriage because the government's too involved. Too many outside influences involved. Everybody got their hands in your marriage. So that's another thing we got to talk about. There's too many hands and imprints and impressions involved in these marriages. It ain't just you and her. She talking to her mom on the phone. She talking to her best friend on the phone. And misery love motherfucking company. And all she doing is complaining. Oh, well, you know, this and this and this. Well, he don't do this and this and this, that. Then she go get a therapist. And then she complains to the therapist. Oh, he did this, 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 and this, that. Because women, their ideas of how life is can be easily influenced to what makes them feel good. And you got all these niggas, and don't let her get a work husband. You're doomed, nigga. You are doomed if she gets a work husband. Because he's finna be everything you not. He's finna be everything you not. He listened to her, how he don't listen to me. I've been trying to talk to him and he doesn't want to, he walks away. ADS walks away. And then this nigga here, oh baby, I'll listen to you. He gonna be attentive. He even gonna cry with her. Because he want that pussy. He don't give a fuck about the bitch, but he gonna play this role. Because she gonna give him the blueprint. She'll give the work husband the blueprint to take her from the husband. Or to at least have a side piece relationship. Oh yeah, my husband he don't be doing that, and this and this and that, and this and this and that. Yeah. Yeah, oh, okay. Boom. Now he gonna formulate a plan. So next time she see him, he gonna be, damn, you so different from my husband. You different. You listen. See what I'm saying? This is why it is not, women are not the best suitors for long term because they're easily influenced by their emotions and it makes them feel good. And any man knows if you want to take your wife, he's going to cater to her emotions and what makes her feel good. Easy money. Easy money, nigga. Married women are the easiest women to get, if you ask my opinion. And women in relationships, they're the easiest. Because all I got to do is cater to their emotional needs. And she's going to give me everything I want. More than she's giving you. I'm the master of this. I'm the master of this. I used to be the master of this. I don't do it no more. But I used to be the master of this. I took several wives. I had a woman want to leave her whole husband for me. I said, bitch, you better go back, be with that nigga. I ain't not taking you. Oh, I would just want some pussy. She started crying, everything. Oh, my husband, she used to tell me, my husband, he's just a placeholder. I want he want, and I had a girl too. So when I bring her to my house, she said, I want this, but your girl, I want this. I'm gonna leave my husband. She would tell me that. I just was fucking her. All right, bitch, I ain't gonna give you that. And once I was done with it, I was like, let's go back to your husband. And she did. She cried. She didn't go out. You told me. I thought we were, yeah, bitch, I just want to fuck you. But women are easily influenced. They're not the best investment for future endeavors, in my opinion. In my opinion, I think
ruthless.
Yeah.
The problem is, y'all niggas allowed too much of that shit to go on.
Ain't no choice. Who gonna check her, boo?
You got a choice.
Who gonna check me, boo? She
Well,
got.
guess
You just seen that bitch say when that nigga said when he about to get with her ass because she slapped him. Shot him down 911.
Good. Please call the cops. I know what I'm saying.
No, if she slaps you, she slaps you, right? And you, especially if you just get out of prison, you're done. But here's the thing, right? The point is you can't check them. If you tell her just with your voice, don't do that no more, she ain't gonna listen to you.
Ruthless.
Yeah.
As a black man in America, I have no saying you got options. You can pack your shit and leave too. That's the difference. I think too many young niggas set in that shit and just let it keep going on. You know what I'm saying? To the point where it gets out of control like that.
I agree.
If you get your shit and you say, you know what, I done had enough of this. I had enough of your crazy bitch ass. You want to fuck with the niggas at work? Be with those niggas at work.
But
and let that shit be that.
And I hear you loud and clear. But here's what you don't understand. And here's what you're missing. Men, and this is why we're more suitable for long-term relationships, because we understand it ain't greener on the other side.
That's such a weak disposition, though, to say, I'm going to sit there and tolerate you.
That's why.
Fucking around at your job in order to keep a relationship together.
And we
I'm not putting up with that shit. Just like, let me tell you, just like she wouldn't put up with that shit. If she found you got a work girlfriend or a work wife, guess what she gonna do? She gonna 99% of work husbands don't tell their real wives, no saying that they got a work wife. It's only the women who come home and tell the men they got a damn work husband. That work wife shit don't exist. It's only the work husband that's for realistic pain, because a man who's married ain't that dumb to go up tell his wife, no saying I got a woman that work no saying I'm messing with.
The wife ain't telling him either. She's sneaking behind his back.
A woman will tell you she got a work husband.
If she's ready to get rid of you, yeah, she's gonna tell you. It's time for you to go.
She tells you when she come home from work too late, too many nights a week.
Okay,
she tells you is the point that she on the phone with random niggas at long, no saying late hours. She tell you, no saying when she ain't got time for you, when she don't want to be with you. She tell you all those different ways. Those to me are key signs that guess what? You know what I'm saying? Something is off about this relationship.
But here's what you don't understand. A work husband don't do none of that. He don't talk on the phone or none of that. That's when they get to work. They need to clock out.
I know how this shit work.
Yeah,
them niggas be calling. They will call the bitch, you know what I'm saying, at your house while you on the couch talking about we free.
They ain't doing
that's a game they play. That's a game they play, brother. And when you hear that shit,
but the thing about it
response need to be this, bitch, please. You know what I'm saying? Get your shit and get out.
The thing about it is, what I'm saying is, we keep taking the accountability from the woman. What I'm saying is, I'm saying to men, we don't even have to get into that position. You keep talking about the after effect. Oh, well, you could just leave her. Well, why put yourself in that position in the first place? That's my point, ADS. We can avoid this altogether. We don't have to get married to this bitch. We don't have to be in a long term and move her in and give her access to our phone. We don't have to do all that. That's my point. Avoid a catastrophe. It's called preventative measures. And this is what Ruthless Truth is pushing for the men in 2026.
So ruthless. If you live with the broad, it ain't the exact same thing as a married man living with the broad going through that same thing. It ain't the exact same thing.
Exact same thing. It's exactly the same thing.
Exactly. That's regardless of what status the relationship is. But I'm living together, and she talk other niggas on the phone while you at home with her talking about y'all friends. If she stand too late at the job too many nights a week,
Niggas would
If
delete
she,
you.
don't say, if she ain't got, no saying she ain't got time for you on lunch break. You try to bring her lunch, she say, no, I got lunch. Too many times.
Okay, but here's the point though. You're talking about the after effect. I'm not talking about the after effect. I'm talking about preventative measures. Don't marry them. Take us out. You can be in a
Ruthless,
relationship with them.
that's what I
You
just
can,
said,
you
Ruthless. You
can,
know, saying it don't matter what the status of the relationship is. It's the
but,
same contextual thing if you're married or not.
short
If
term.
you're living with somebody and they
No,
got a
no, no,
whole
no,
work
no, no,
husband.
no. We're not living together ever. What are you talking about? We're short term gratification.
Okay, then don't matter. It don't
Yeah,
matter.
yeah. I'm not moving with them. That's my whole. I'm anti-marriage, so I'm definitely anti-long-term relationship. You're not moving in with me. You're not having access to my phone. You're not knowing my location. You're not. Yeah, you got your own house. I got my own house. We can love each other from a distance. But bitch, but see, this is. I'm not every man able to get on this level, but I'm trying to get men on my level. We got to learn to not understand that we can't control that coochie. You can't control it. And any nigga think he gonna control a bitch pussy is setting himself up for a motherfucking roller coaster. That bitch gonna run you, nigga. Because she gonna leverage that pussy against you. You can't control no bitch coochie.
Put it this way, Rufus. If we ain't living together, you know what I'm saying, that's more her mistake than mine. Because at the end of the day, she might have a work husband. And then let's just keep it real. At the end of the day, if we ain't married and we just doing this little long range game, we just fucking. That's how I see it. I don't see it as nothing serious. You know what I'm saying? You doing this little game? Oh, okay. You live okay. You want to talk on phone 15 minutes? I'm good with that. You know what I'm saying? But besides that, though, no. It put it this way. It ain't serious until you move in with that person. It ain't serious until you move in with that person.
Yeah, that is. But what I'm saying is, NES, that's more valuable right now because you don't have to deal with the baggage. You ain't gotta work. If you do not walk into a situation thinking you're trying to control some pussy and try to make a woman who's untamable and you trying to tame her, you're setting yourself up for failure. Because they're untamable. They do what the fuck they want to do. Because they're boss bitches. They're bad bitches. Now, you heard the woman say, I wasn't cheating. I wasn't cheating with my mouth. Right? Women, even though they might not cheat on you, don't mean they are the most, they're easy to deal with. They got a lot of vulgar words that come out their mouth. Bitch ass, hoe ass, nigga, all of those shit. Don't be a low earner, nigga. You done. This is why it's not good for being homosexual, nigga. Woo-wee. If you homosexual, nigga, you might as well just jump off a building, nigga. Cause she gonna dog walk your ass. Ooh-wee, you better not, nigga.
As the man, you can't be so sensitive to words either. When a woman, you gotta understand, women are emotional. They say the wildest shit when they be mad, right? You can't be so emotional to the point where that bothers you or phases you, right?
And this
in that
is
circumstances. Women leverage all types of stuff when they mad. The kids ain't your kids. They never want to be with you. They like you. You know what I'm saying? Your
crazy.
broke ugly ass, your dusty ass. I can't stand your musty ass. Right? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Oh. You know what I'm saying? You light skin. I literally dated a chick before, a black chick who said, "You a light skin ass nigga" to my face.
And yes.
You know what I told her?
Yeah.
You stupid bitch, you just sucked and fucked a light-skinned nigga half a dozen times or more. You just now figuring I'm a light-skinned nigga, bitch? Get the fuck out of here.
So here's the thing, right? Here's the thing. Damn, I lost my thought. These women, right? When you're in a relationship with a woman, right? You're risking your health, mental health. Mental health is important. That's why I got her out of my last girl. Because even though I wasn't arguing with her, even when I wasn't doing what she was doing, but that shit was driving me motherfucking crazy. She was ruining my peace. My home we weren't living together, but when she come over, it was a war zone. My girl right now that I've been seeing for a year, she's only been over my place twice. She's like, why you never take me over? I said,
Ruthless. I done had a girl before call me a ugly freckle faced dog face nigga. And I'd be like, bitch, you suck my dick though.
man, that's why nigga is not. But that's not healthy, nigga. That's going. Y'all headed for the self-destruction. That relationship's heading to the end. As soon as that happens, as soon as that disrespect happens, the relationship's over, nigga. You guys are done. He's just gonna.
That shit was over with anyway, bro. You know what I'm saying? Keeping it real, ass that got big on me. That one, you know what I'm saying? We ain't got no kids. We didn't picked up 30 pounds over the last, 2 years, right? I didn't like you thick like that. I like you thin. You won't go to the gym. Can't control your bowel movements. Got to constantly be in the bathroom all day, pissing and shitting. You know, that relationship was over with to me anyway, months earlier, right? I was already seeing other chicks and kind of messing with them. But I still had as my primary, though, right?
Yeah.
You know, because I come to everything. But at the end of the day, though, I wasn't interested in fucking after a while. I mean, it's kind of nasty. It's like, geez, you know, you got all these extra roles now, you know, right?
So one thing about men, once we're disrespected, that'll turn us off. That would turn us off. That's the worst. And that's what I want to say. ADS, you got to be out your damn mind if you don't think words have meaning. Niggas will take your life over words. But you like
words have meaning, but the thing about it, as a man, that's you know what I'm saying, because men know the truth. At the end of the day, it ain't the words you say, it's the actions you take. You know what I'm saying?
No. You walk up to a nigga and call you bitch ass hoe ass nigga, that might cost you your life. I'm sorry.
Yeah, but that's another nigga though. That's the physical.
No. So when it coming from a woman, it's worse because this is the woman you love. So it's hard. It's even worse for her to listen. And I told my woman this. I done whooped so many niggas for my respect. Nigga disrespect me. I was putting it down, nigga. Captain General 5-star, nigga, from the penitentiary to the motherfucking street corners of South Central, nigga. And I'll be damned if I'm gonna let this bitch come in and talk to me like I'm a motherfucking child. You got life fucked up, nigga. You think I'm gonna give all my respect up to this bitch? Get the fuck out of here. And this is what I'm saying. These niggas here, this happy white life shit is soft ass shit, nigga. But if you can do it, you can do it. But me, Ruthless, I couldn't do it. I told my women this. When they got disrespectful, I said, look, check this out, baby girl. I fought too hard for my respect. I done set niggas up top. I done did violence on niggas. I done stabbed everything. You name it, under the sun. From the streets to the pen, nigga. And I'll be damned if I'm gonna let this woman that I'm supposed to be loving, that I'm supposed to be building with, get away with this shit. This is why I can't get married. That's why I can't do it, ADS, because I'm not letting the woman get away without a crushed niggas for. Because now I'm a hypocrite. Right? So I'm not willing to give up what I fought for. Just like these women fought for their rights. They got fought for my respect. I took it, nigga. I took my shit. If you want to give it to me, I'm gonna take it. I'm coming to see you. How many cells I done ran up in with my boots on, nigga? What's good? Excellent fighter. I'm general. 5-star, nigga. So don't tell me. So niggas ain't finna tell me that I'm gonna let a bitch come in and just talk crazy to me. Oh, no, baby. I'm gonna have to love you from a distance. You can't be living with me. Bitch, what you going through my phone for? Bitch, I paid the bill on that motherfucker. You ain't paying that bill on this phone. What you mean you want my location? The fuck you mean where I was at? I'll call you and tell you when I'm on my way home and when I'm coming from. You're my girl, you're not my mother. Let's get that straight. You're not my motherfucking mama. You're just my girl. I love you, I got respect for you, but you can't be checking me, boo. That is not your role. That is not your position in this relationship. And I'll be damned if I'm gonna let a woman move her in, bring her in, and give her all. It's for her to do that because then she's up out of here. She's getting up out of here. That's why I won't move him in. I won't do it. I won't do it because I've seen it over and over and over again. And the definition of insanity is trying to do the same thing and expect different results. And this is the stupidest shit about monogamy, right? Because these women don't give a fuck. They're disrespectful. They're dishonorable. Not to mention hoes. And just because a bitch ain't a hoe, don't mean she's a woman to be around you. Oh, she ain't fucking, she got a low body count, but that don't mean she ain't got no mouth, nigga. That don't mean she ain't disrespectful. So when we look at this thing about women, you have to understand, right? If you're going to get married to these women, if you're going to go down this trail, either you're going to be a bitch, because she's not going to marry you unless you're her bitch. I'm going to tell you that right now. I'm going to tell you right now. She's not going to marry you unless you're her bitch. She's not going to let you take that ring from you unless you act like her bitch. The happy wife, happy life thing. That's the only way you're going to get married. If not, you're not getting married, nigga. If you're assertive and dominant and alpha, you're not getting married. She might give you, stay with you for a little bit because you got some good D. You know what I'm saying? You're good looking and she think you cool. But she's not going to marry you because y'all ain't going to work. Y'all going to have too much turbulence. Because one thing about women, they looking for niggas to serve them. They're not looking to serve a nigga. So there's no need to try to wipe these women up who try to, now, once again, unless you're a server and you want to service a woman, then fine. If you can do it, if you're a beta or if you feel like the woman is your world and you want to pedestalize her and worship the ground she walk on, then marriage is for you, nigga. By all means, get to stepping. But if you
pumping out them babies, we cool.
You know what I'm saying? Like I said, like if you would,
I don't give a shit about that. I don't give a shit about what she want. I just care about what she need.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? And most of that's just emotional manipulation anyway.
Yeah.
You know, so you know what I'm saying? If you can keep her going, I'm good with that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Okay, say what you want, feel how you feel. You got free agency in this house. I want to hear what you got to say. Just keep them these babies. How about that?
And that's fair. If you're a man, and if you're a man, if you can live like that, more power to you, brother. But don't come to my motherfucking roof and say, man, this bitch talking, man, bitch, go in and take that shit, nigga.
Rufus, I don't give a shit about any of that. Only I care about, you know what I'm saying? See, that's the difference. I'm big picture long term. You know what I'm saying? I see big picture type shit, right? You know what I'm saying? If you help me build my legacy, it could be worse, you know what I'm saying, than your mouth. It really could be worse than that mouth. You know what I'm saying? You run it could be a whole lot of other stuff, right? So if the only thing I got to do is put with some lip to make sure we get along straight, I'm good with that. As long as some babies keep coming. Now, if you ain't making no babies, you talking that type of trash, yeah, I bet you got to go.
And then once again, right, this is where men are losing. Because once the women know that she got that baby, oh, she gets worse. She's even 10 times worse because now she's going to leverage the kid against you. First, she was leveraging the vagina against you. Now, when the baby comes, now she's leveraging that too. That's my baby. Wait a minute, that's our baby.
She can say whatever she want to say because my DNA already in there. My DNA already in there. So I'm good with whatever you want to say, but that DNA already mine. That's my DNA in there.
But then now
what she talking about.
But once again, ain't no woman, in my opinion. Rufus have a solution for that too. I say make a deal. If you guys are cool, make a deal. Come up with a price. She can have your baby, and pay her, and have the kid and y'all co-parent off the top. Make a deal off the top. Don't even wait. All that shit. Once y'all figure out that y'all can do this, y'all want the aesthetics, make it a business. Make it a business. Because women looking at men as business perspective. Men need to start looking at women the same way.
With no man though. Don't you talk to them women with a man.
That's right.
Don't talk to them women with a man.
That's right.
I saw mothers who were married 40, 50 years. You talking to a woman with no man.
Exactly.
Listen, talk to me about a woman who been married 30, 40 years and let her tell me about her man, because she can't tell me about our man. Let me tell me about the men that you chose, the men that you had. Don't tell me about the men you didn't have, because you don't know those men. Because if all men were the same, all men would be doing the same. Okay. There's some niggas fucking some punks.
All right.
Want some dick. There's a lot of niggas ain't taking no dick. All right. If some nigga beat women, if some nigga won't dare touch a woman. If some nigga say bitch, 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 and if some nigga say, hey, homie, don't say there's women in the room. So we're all different. Yeah, we have the same chromosomes, makeup, all of that, homie, but our environments, how we raise, supersede all that shit. Because once you develop a conscience, once you learn right from wrong and you got a conscience, homie, I wouldn't give a fuck what turn you on, you wouldn't do it. If I wouldn't give a fuck how horny you is, you ain't gonna cheat on your wife. When you develop that, you fight against your nature. You deny yourself. That's where fasting and praying come in at. You develop coping skills. You develop critical thinking skills, conflict skills to supersede your nature. That's where the morality comes in at. This is
This dude Charles Wright is funny, man. but that's what it is. But women, once again, they're gonna fight us on this. They're gonna fight us on it.
Well, here's the problem. Women don't live in reality. A lot of women are very, very, very delusional. And so they have these ideas about men in their head, what they want these men to be. It's like they got a movie and they have a cast, and there's a role for this knight in shining armor that's going to sweep her off her feet and worship her and only her for eternity. His eyes see nobody else but her. His phallus sees nobody else but her. And so she wants that man. She finds a man that she likes. She creates this picture. She's driven by sex, and she wants to trap that man to worship her for eternity. And if he does not play to every single thing that she has in her mind, she wants to blow up the world. She wants to set off a detonator to destroy everything around her if things don't go exactly her way. And so what I come to realize is that a lot of men are struggling, trying to placate to the delusions of women. Well, here's the problem.
And that's what the men are doing. And that's what the men are doing. They're trying to live for this, make this woman happy, trying to live for her happiness. And that is placating. It's just a very difficult thing, man, to try to deal with these women.
If you need to go through my Instagram, go ahead. I really don't have anything to hide. It's not like you don't already have my location. It's not like I haven't already given you the passcode to my phone. It seems like nothing works with you. And I refuse to be controlled through fear and insecurity. That is no way to live. And nothing is working. You put all these limitations and restrictions on me. It's like every time you have a thought, a negative thought associated with fear, whatever commitment we made to one another changes with your emotions. It's like I gotta spoon feed you every 2 weeks the same thing that we've already talked about. As far as I'm concerned, none of this helps. The damage is already done.
What do you mean the damage is done?
The damage of your father never being there for you. The damage of you never feeling the love of a father. The damage of your mother choosing men over you. I'm paying the price for your father and all your exes who abused and took advantage of you. I've been with you for 3 years and I've never cheated on you. Yet every day I feel accused. You question every decision I make, everything that I do, out of fear and insecurity. And if you don't have control, absolute control, then you absolutely don't know how to act.
See that, and that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
single mother raised women, single mother raised men. This is how these women, you know what I'm saying, they come, you know what I'm saying, with these thoughts and ideologies because of how they grew up in these single parent homes, right? They don't know what a relationship is. They just know what fucking and sucking is. You know what I'm saying? They don't understand how that shit works. And that's what I'm saying, man. In 2025, the felon from a single mother home is winning because he's just like these brides, and these brides like that. This is the type of dudes they go for because they're relatable to.
Once
There you
again,
go.
once again, all women are the same.
No. There's a lot of women out here who don't come from that type of environment.
No, it don't matter. See, this is what you got to understand. ADS, women are enslaved. Every woman is a slave to the emotions and the way they feel. So the insecurities within themselves, the internal conflict, right? It shit can be happening in their mind that don't never really happen in real life. And this is stuff I used to go do with my girlfriend. She would, if I could be in a meeting, I'll be in a business meeting, she would call me, and my meeting might not end till a certain time, and I got to do other things. So I might not call her out until like an hour later. And she's automatically telling me I'm fucking everybody in Los Angeles. And even if I have proof of it, she doesn't matter. The battle was within herself. The battle's within her head. Right? Right? She didn't see me with no other woman. She's the one see me fucking here, fucking all these women. But her insecurities within herself would tell her he's probably fucking someone else. The demons, right? Through temptation. Oh yeah, he ain't calling you back because he got another bitch. And women, they invest in these things. And this is what me and my girl used to argue about. I tell her, you can't make it a whole case off what you think and the way you feel. You need hardcore facts. Now here's, you know I go to work. You know I do this. You know this is what I do. Yeah, but I don't care. I thank you. And then 2 days later, she apologized. I'm sorry. But then she would do it again 2-3 weeks later down the line. The same shit. Now I would tell her, we just argued about this last week. What are we doing? I don't give a fuck. I think you're woo. Because women, they internalize shit. There's a conflict. It has nothing to do with their raising. There's nothing to do with their upbringing. It's just the way they're wired. It's the way they're wired. And they need control. That's what they want. The location. That's what they want. The code to your phone. That's what they want. You know, that's why they be calling. I never gave the code to my girl ever, and she figured that shit out. And one day she just grabbed my phone and uncoded that mother. Went through. I said, "What's wrong with you? You don't pay the bill on that motherfucker." Well, I have to see. I think I don't know if you're hiding something from me. I don't know. That's not an excuse. You need to ask me first. I pay the bill on that bitch. Now, if you want to start paying the bill on it, I'm still not gonna give you that. But if you want to start paying the bill on it, I might let you look at it once in a while. I ain't gonna pay for it. I should. We don't be going through my motherfucking phone without my permission. That's my right to my privacy. I know you're my girl, but I have a right to privacy that the police ain't even allowed to go through my shit without my permission. So you, my woman, you gotta respect my privacy too. And I used to tell her, if I was fucking somebody else, I'll just tell you. I'm not scared of you.
Ruthless.
Yeah.
I don't even care about that type shit.
I care.
That's small, man. You can have that shit, bitch.
I don't, man. That shit grows. It grows.
You know, as long as you know, saying like I said, pumping them babies out with my DNA, we straight.
But this is the problem with
about that.
And yes, this is the problem with that. Letting it go, right? Because then she becomes easily influenced. Because now she gets to talking to other people. Right? Now people, she be saying and sharing this shit. Oh, I think he's this, I think he's that. And then her friend group be like, well, girl, did you check his phone? Yeah, but I didn't. Well, then shit, maybe you're right. That's the problem. And then she do something impulsive she might regret. And that's why, believe me, I watched this whole thing play out in my relationship. And I'm like, damn, I had to let her go. And she was a bad bitch. I had to let her go. I said, bitch, you got to go. You got to go. And I made my pact with myself, do not have women over your house for long periods of time. Do not move them in. Do not move them in. Do not live with them. Do not marry them. No more long-term commitments. Bitch, we just going to enjoy this while we last. You come over, you want to hear, bam. When you ready to leave, let me know I'm gone. You ain't got to let me know. I'll figure it out. I don't want to control no pussy. I'm not trying to stalk no bitch's phone. I don't check phones, ADS. I don't go through women's phones. I don't give a fuck. I'm gangster with my shit.
Exactly.
Is she gonna get that pussy? Is she gonna get that pussy if she don't give it up?
Yeah. I mean, no, the way I see this, Rufus, you know, I got better things to do with my day besides check behind a bitch.
Yeah.
I got better things to do with my day. You know what I'm saying? I got shit to do. You know what I'm saying? I got my own life to live, right? Be checking behind you. That's taking up my time, my energy, my effort, right? And double checking your ass to make sure you ain't do, man, bitch, please, go ahead. I ain't about here to stop you. You want to do it? No, saying that's on you. You just kids remember, no saying, don't bring that back to me. You did because you wanted to. Don't come in, no saying for my face for some shit you done made up. You know what I'm saying? Because your friend that told you something, I'm gonna check you, and I'm probably gonna check that bitch too. Go get your stinky ass boyfriend, bring him up over here, I'll beat that nigga ass. But one thing you're gonna do, know what I'm saying, is stop playing with me. You know, right? You come and make it up shit in your head, and then you come my face with it. Stop playing with me. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm gonna think something wrong with you, right? You know what I'm saying? I'm like, what do you mean? You made all this shit up on your own without any evidence, without anything? Bitch, please, you're crazy. You need to be in the psych ward. Should I call the people with the straight jackets come get you? With the reverse, no saying Michael Jackson coach come get your ass. Because at the end, I'm not putting up with that shit. You made that shit up in your head, stuff I ain't did, bitch. You's a liar. You dumb for doing it. You dumb for doing that stupid shit. That's on you. That ain't nothing to do with me. You know, that's the difference. Y'all talk about accountability, but y'all don't hold bras accountable when they make shit up. Y'all let them make that shit up and be trying to placate to them. Oh, I ain't. No. You made that shit up. That's not on me. That's on you automatically. Stonewall that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then she'll get over it. You know what I'm saying? If she don't get over it, she'll move on. But likely she'll get over it because in the back of her head, she know the truth that she made that shit up.
And this is why I don't like to deal with women like on that level, because I don't trust women to be consistent to do the right thing all the time when it's time to get over. What I believe they can get over the edge, do something real crazy. Fuck that. I'm not signing up for it.
Then you know what you do, Rufus? See, that's the thing you don't understand. Women control the access to sex. Yeah, she wants to control the access to the pussy. She puts out the babies, right? But you control full access to that relationship. You can always be like, you know what? I'm sick of this shit. I'm done with it.
I think that's 50-50, but that's another conversation. But
yeah, you know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day,
I don't think nobody controls anything. I think everything's got to be mutual agreement. The sex got to be mutually agreement. I've turned women down, right? Women that want to have sex with me, I've turned them down.
Yeah.
So they don't control access.
Well, at the end of the day, Rufus, she still could have gave it to you or not. And without that pussy being there, ain't nothing to be fucked anyway. So she still controls access.
No, she don't.
Because without it, you had the right to decline it. But
no. You said
if it's not there, it don't matter anyway. If you don't have no access to it from the jump.
What I'm saying is you said women control the access to sex. No, they don't. Because
they allow you get in, allow you get out.
I have to refuse. I have the right to refuse.
No, you don't have to screw her, but
Okay,
to say that
so
to say that she doesn't have to, no saying, but to say, put it this way, without her consent, could you get it anyway?
No, and without my consent, she can't get it either. Same thing. Come on, man. I gotta consent too. I gotta say, yay. Yeah, bitch, I'll fuck. This bitch come to me, I've turned down that shit. Got mad at me, throwing shit at me.
Ruthless.
You're weird.
Out of all the opportunities that you've had to knock a broad off, how many of them have you declined?
Quite a few.
Ruthless. You gotta stop.
Quite a few. I'm serious. Quite a few, because there was a lot of different reasons I did it, but I did it. Quite a few, over 15. Because really? I'm very picky about the women. I'm a bad bitch whisperer, so I stay in contact with bad bitches, but there are a lot of things. Still, there are a lot of nuances on how I pick my women. And any woman who's assertive and aggressive towards me, you know what I mean? I see that as a red flag.
Oh, okay, Rufus. Okay, Rufus. I'll give you that. Okay, it's mutual access, right? So you got mutual access to be in that relationship too, right?
Right.
So if it's getting to that point where she's getting on your nerves like that, especially if this is an everyday thing, why don't you just dump her ass?
I do it all the time. I just told you I got rid of my 4-year relationship. She asked me to marry like 2 or 3 times. I told her no, and I got rid of her. I am notorious. Let me speak this. Only one relationship I didn't get rid of. That's 2 relationships. I'm sorry. Not because I went to prison. I lost a relationship due to prison. But other than that, if I've been with girls, right? The problem, here's the type of relationships I have. The women I'm with are usually overly insecure about me. It's never me with them. And the problem is they think I'm fucking and all these things. It's them. And I end up getting rid of them because this is whole more stories. But the bottom line is, right, I have no problem with dismissing a bitch. Every woman, every bitch is expendable to me.
There you go.
There's no woman that's unexpendable.
There you go. Yep. Yep.
No matter how much I like her, how much her pussy good, bitch, I'm not gonna let you compromise.
Especially if you at a detriment to me.
Right.
You know what
I'm
I'm
not,
saying?
I'm not gonna let you
If
compromise.
you a liability, it's harder for me to say I'm willing to work with a liability than it is with an asset. You know, right? If you a constant liability, yeah, you know what I'm saying? You bringing me down. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? It's you.
Out of it.
Yeah.
And I have no problem. I have no problem with sending the bitch on her way.
Okay.
Don't let that door, the same door you came in, don't let it hit you when you go out.
There you go.
But what I am, but what I am against though is I'm starting to dig few. But I used to always still looked at marriage as a certain type of thing, right? So that was always in the back of my mind still. You know what I mean? But now that's changed. You know what I mean? Like, no. These now with all the research and all the information and all the anecdotal experiences, shit I'm talking to, and I'm dealing with a lot of young women, right? And I'm listening to them. It's a done deal. If you marry, you will lose in 2026. I'm telling you, these women, because women, America has ruined marriage. America has ruined marriage because they give these women all this credence. They cater to these women, women empowerment. So the women are going into these weddings and these marriages as they're the prize, and that you should be lucky they're even letting you get this moment with them. And then after a while, they get bored with you because women view marriage like niggas view Michael Jordan tennis shoes, right? Replace that. I get a new marriage, right? I get a new husband. I replace him. This is shit boring, or he ain't listening to me, or whatever. That's why they're leading the rate in divorce, because they don't value marriage. They don't value it because they don't need man like
Rufus, you won't say the one thing though.
What's that?
You won't say the one thing.
What?
This is specific to a certain demographic of women.
No, this is
type
all
of behavior talk. Well, ruthless.
Yeah.
Ruthless. I've been with just about every type of woman.
Right.
They not all like that, brother, at all.
Yes, all of them view you as expendable, no matter what. They might not tell you that, but you are expendable to them in the back of their mind if you do not placate to what they have for you. So every woman is the same university on that level.
Yeah, and every woman that you get with gonna want you to make some type of progress in life. She ain't gonna want you to sit there in your hands and see what's going on. That's any woman. You know what I'm saying? That's any. Nobody wants to be with a bum. Nobody wants to be with.
But the money isn't the issue, right? That's not even the bigger problem. The bigger problem is the emotional growth of this woman, right? She expects that man to be able to deal with that. And if, like you said, if you're not like you, ADS, you said earlier, man, if she gets to talking crazy, doing these things, I'm going to walk away, right? Which is to me a very, very commendable thing to do as a man, right? That's what we are. We are the solution. We are okay. We understand that she's emotional. Anything I say to her, it's not going to register to her. And ain't no need to continue pouring water on gasoline on the fire. So we're going to walk away and let her calm down. Let her, like you said, but these women they look at that as a sign of disrespect now. Kiss the ring, nigga. And this is what's happening.
They see that with you, Ruthless. They see that when it.
No. This is serious with the men they're marrying. That's why they're leaving them.
Okay. I can, you know what I'm saying? I can give some credence to that argument because I know there are a lot of women out there who will fight with you until you fight back. I know there are women like that out there, right? Who will fight, who will keep picking fights with you until you fight back.
Yes. And this is why no, they're saying ADS, the man been checked out the relationship. That's the saying women say, y'all been checked out. We didn't check out. We just stopped communicating because the way you were communicating was toxic. So we stopped communicating that way, and then you thinking it as nigga checking out. But really, what we're doing is avoiding those things that are conflictive. And this is, once again, the commendable part of men. We're being the rock of the relationship. We understand that, okay, I've been with this girl for 3 years. and she's never wrong. She's
But
always
that
this.
com-
So you know what?
but that combative behavior, Rufus, is usually sister girl behavior. That's the difference.
But the problem is it's emotionally based, and that's the problem. It's not logical based. See, if it's logical, then you can work it. If it was logical based, I would marry. I would marry, no problem. I could be married like tomorrow. Matter of fact, I can be married the next hour. I can shotgun it to Vegas, nigga.
Okay.
But because women are not logical based, it's just the way I can take this. You know what I mean? I can take that deal. If women were logical, oh my goodness, that's the one thing I would do. But women are emotionally based, so that's why I won't take that ride because I'm like,
And it's your job as the man to control those emotions, though. That's the catch.
can't. You can't.
You can.
And let me tell you
Oh,
why.
yes, you can.
Let me tell you why you can't control them. Because if you check her, right? Let's take the emotions out of this for a second. Just for 1 second, right? All women think they're for feminism, right? We know what feminism is, right? And they think they're equal to you, meaning when they yell at you or be toxic, you need to be there and treat
Brother
them with
Rufus,
respect.
Brother Rufus. I'm already running late for the gym, brother. I gotta go. I got an hour before midnight. I gotta get there.
All right.
All right, brother. Good talking
Thank
to you
you,
there,
brother.
Rufus. So say thank you for having me up, man. And if I see you up again, you know how we get down. You know what I'm saying? If I see you, I come by.
Yeah.
Come through.
Thanks for pulling up. Thanks for pulling up. All right. Thank you, guys. I'm into the stream. Thank y'all for coming. Hit the like button if you haven't already hit it. But the bottom line is women are universally the same to me. I think they all are enslaved to their emotions and the way they feel. And that's just the way it is. Thank y'all for coming. Hit the like button.